and it's all about love and acceptance. Until you have a different opinion, this is a different ball game.
Justice for Charlie. But don't worry, Mrs. Gold. We'll send you our thoughts and prayers. And if you haven't smashed that follow button, make sure you do, because the roller coaster's just getting started.
Yep. And this is going to keep going. I just wonder how long this is going to go on for. I'm seeing so many educators and healthcare professionals saying the most despicable and heinous things. It saddens me. Yeah, that's what I've been thinking.
I'm Morgan. I have 3 kids, and I work with the LAPD. I have an IQ of 160. This is where he attacked her.
She was abducted. You knew that already, didn't you?
Yeah, but I thought it'd be nice to let you have this one.
Tonight at 10, followed by 7 News at 11.
No harsh side effects like gas, bloating, cramping, or sudden urgency. Miralax, free your gut to free your mood.
Life is more legal than you think, and LegalZoom is here to help. Whether it's registering a business, starting a will or trust, or staying on top of your business licenses. When you need a legal hand, turn to LegalZoom.
Starting a fashion brand shouldn't feel impossible. Other print-on-demand platforms claim to support creators. You can only build your dream fashion brand with TapStitch. Premium quality blanks, on-trend silhouettes, and a curated selection made to sell. Under $20, deliver in 10 days. And the quality, fire. Stop paying more for traditional print-on-demand suppliers for less. TapStitch has customizable, trending, well-made clothes, no minimums, and a speedy dropshipping. That's why top fashion Oh.
Okay, I think I hear True Woody.
Hey man, how you doing, bro?
Oh, it's not. It's Brian. What's going on, Brian?
Going good, bro. My day was really blessed, really good. How
Okay,
yours
so
day?
look, man, I'm gonna let you know. We got a schedule and we got topics. We haven't been here for a while, so I will love to talk to you and talk about random stuff, but I cannot do that today. This is a very, very, very special, very important stream, okay? So if you want to be a watcher, you can do that, but me and True Woody got some very important stuff to go over so we can get in here and get out, okay? So I already got the topics. We're going to cover it. This is very important stream.
I see it too.
Okay, so we do not do a lot of news and updates because of my schedule, so we got to get to these topics. We got to make sure that everybody that's listening can hear this stuff and understand what's going on because this is very important. True Woody, are you there? True Woody. I don't even see his ass in there. I'm going to wait for him to get in here, but I got my topics ready, so I'm going to get started.
I definitely will stay on. I'll definitely stay on topic.
Yeah. Well, we got some stuff that you're not familiar with, so I'm gonna go take it away real quick. Let me get started. So, what's going on, everybody? I see that you guys are in here. I'm going to go over the members shout outs real quick, and then after I do that, I'm gonna break into the topics. We have probably about 13 topics to cover today. Because we have not been here in a while. We have not had a news and updates in a while, specifically about news and updates. I did push it back because it's Tuesday, and I wanted to see if any additional news was going to break through. Because we are so close to two major events, we're not getting as much news today as I was hoping. So we're at 1:15 p.m. today on the East Coast, and we do not have a lot of confirmed news. I understand that there are rumors about the Venom game. There are rumors about the Wolverine game. There are rumors about Spider-Man 3. I am well versed in all the rumors that I continue to see on my feed. But they are just that. Nothing has been confirmed. I have clicked on every link and saved you the time, and they went absolutely nowhere. There is no confirmation taking you to a certified game developer of those specific games that would give you the credible confirmation that they are actually happening, or it's going to be announced at this event, or it's going to be released this year, or it's going to be released in this month. So none of that, none of the rumors have confirmation. Not even the state of play rumor has a confirmation. All we really know about the state of play for the end of September is that there was a end of September state of play last year. So we are assuming, all of us, that there's going to be another one, and that this one, just like the one last year, will be a massive state of play. We don't know. No one knows. Nothing has been confirmed and nothing has been announced. Now, we have between now Tuesday, I would say, between now, well, it was actually between yesterday, Monday, and all the way until the end of next Friday. Let it be known that that is what I'm looking for. Between this week and next week. People are saying the end of September, so we're going to give PlayStation anywhere between the rest of this week to all of next week to announce if or when they're going to have a state of play. Remember, Jeff Grubb spread the rumor that there's going to be a end of September state of play. It is very important that we understand and keep certain people accountable of who spread certain rumors and where the shit came from. Other than that, you're going to be pointing the finger at the wrong person. Can't point the finger at Sony. Can't get upset at Sony. Sony never said they were doing a state of play. Jeff Grubb said Sony was doing a state of play. Jeff Grubb does not work for Sony, so he does not know shit. I don't work for Sony, so I don't know shit. That's why I'm telling you that Jeff Grubb doesn't work for doesn't know shit, because he doesn't work for the company. And most of the people that are talking about these rumors do not. Also, they're coming from a place of trying to get likes and shit like that. They don't really give a fuck about giving you real information. If so, they would have let you know a long time ago. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about when it comes to these rumors that they're pulling out of their ass. I want to... where we at?
One thing I can say is that it's best to hear from the host's mouth.
Yeah. There we go. Memberships. Okay. We're going to get started with the members we have now. We got 21 members on the channel. First, we're going to get started with Anonymous Boss. He is a Warrior class member. We got DeJohn Thompson. He's a Warrior class member. No subs. You're a Warrior class member. You've been subscribed to this channel. I would assume that you're a troll, but you are still paying for your membership. We have Dez. He is here. He is a Legend class member. We also have WW4 Red Sun. He's a Legend class member. Briarios is a hero. He is he's a hero class member. We got who else? Who do we got? They keep flipping back up. Rebel Rick Gaming, he is a Warrior class hero. Henry Heck, he is a Legend class hero. Vegan VR King is a Warrior class hero. Astrobot Fanboy is a Hunter class hero. Zavari Rare is a Legend class hero. El Chavo 105 is a Warrior class hero. True Witty is a Hunter class hero. And we have Devontae Carter, he's a Warrior class hero. Nelson Gaming, did I get that right? Nelson Gaming is a Legend class hero. Gamer Goon is a Hunter class hero. Mike Johnson is a Warrior class. I keep saying hero member. My fault, guys. Haven't done this in a while. The Truth is a Legend class member. We have Sick Nick Mondo 16. He is a Legend class member. VR God V is a Legend class member, and we also have Frostbite / he is a Hunter class member. Those are the they say 21 members that we have right here, and I'm going to give a brief shout out to the top 6 super chats from the last few streams. So Frostbite / is taking up 2 slots of the 6 for a super chat. We have William Wilderbees. He's another slot. And then Briarios is also taking up 2 slots for the top 6 super chats. And then we have Will777JP. He is also one of the top 6 super chat donators. Big shout out to Frostbite / Briarios, William Wilderbeest, and Will777JP. Okay. With that being said, we're going to click out of that.
You can call me Tech Guy Brian. That's another one.
Okay. Okay.
Tech Guy Brian, in your background, I hear what seems to be a fire thing beeping.
Yeah.
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 What's going on, Ozzy? We got a lot to talk about. Brian,
Been a long time.
if you want to be here, just mute your mic. We got
All
some
right.
really important stuff to talk about. Okay,
Totally.
so you can be
Okay.
here, but you gotta have to mute your mic, or you can just be a listener in the chat. That'll help as well. We got probably about 16 fucking topics, so let's get.
Add me True Woody on Discord if you can.
Yeah, Trudy, add him on Discord, and Brian, go into the chat so that we can at least make
Yes,
you a member.
yes.
He has a new
Hold on.
account. That's his new account.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get started, guys. Shout out to everybody that's here. Oh, I ain't giving you guys a shout out for the chat. We got Henry in the chat. You are a member as well as a mod. We got William Wilderbeest. No. Warlock Azeroth. You are a member. What? No, you're a mod. God damn. True Witty, you're a mod and member. And then we have Joshua, you're the number one person in the chat. Or you were. And then Henry took your spot. Okay. Big shout out to the people in the chat. If you're watching, hit that like button and also make yourself known in the chat in the next 5 minutes for a shout out. If you are not subscribed but you're watching and you want to get a shout out, you can click the subscribe button and the notifications will do their part and give you give you a shout out in the chat as well as on screen. And let's get started. Wait up. I just wanted to make sure. Did I put my notification over on Twitter? Something's telling me I didn't, but I hope I did. Please tell me I put my notification on Twitter for the stream. No, I didn't. It's cool.
Just glad I didn't buy Borderlands.
Explain, because I skipped it. I've been skipping Borderlands since.
So it's been a disaster on all platforms, apparently.
Performance?
It's a complete mess.
And people were calling Metal Gear Solid 3 remake a complete mess. I have that on PS5 Pro, and it's fine. I don't unsee it, but they were complaining about it like it was a mess. But Borderlands actually crashes a lot and everything, and they're both Unreal 5. But one of these is actually a mess.
Going too much. Like something they said they had like 1,000 guns. I feel like that's just, you don't really need 1,000 guns in a game.
No, it's they said 4,000 guns.
It's 4,000 guns. Like when are you going to get around to trying 4,000 guns in one single
Never.
game?
I barely tried out all the games in the last game.
Every game in the Borderlands series, it's variants basically. We used to play
okay. So
back on PS3, my brother and me, and it did not perform like this on PS3, even split screen. Like what I've been watching on people's gameplay, it's insane.
It's a lot of hype, but it is what it is, man. You can't stop everybody from buying the wrong game. People buy Call of Duty every year, and you just can't stop them.
Yeah, it was crazy because he was justifying what's his name, the director, Randy. My game's worth 70 or 80 is what he was saying. It's worth it. Yeah, and it's like
worth it all at once, but it's a straight skip.
Yeah, exactly. He was just saying that for like a month or two before.
He really wanted people to buy that game. Like I feel like they underestimate that they no longer can trick us. I feel like that's one of the reasons why he's been kirking off online, is that he can't trick gamers anymore into buying a game. Like, we don't trust you anymore.
Well, the quality isn't there. The second game is way better than the third game.
Oh yeah.
And the third game was a huge. We stopped playing, my brother and me. Like maybe 10 hours in, we stopped playing, and we bought it specifically to play together, and we stopped. But we completed playing. What was it this year? Split Fiction. That was fun. That was great.
Oh, I remember that game. Yeah.
That was great. Perfect.
Split screen game.
Yep. It's perfect for us. But Borderlands, nope. Even my coworker was excited. I was like, bro, calm down. You might regret this.
Some people are casual and they don't know they're casual. And that right there is a problem. Like, you can't save those people at all.
But he did quit Borderlands 3 at the same place I did, so probably gonna have the same reaction.
Like True Witty's cousin didn't understand it, so he supported it. I think you say he picked up 4 before knowing what 3 was gonna end like. And then he's kind of like turned off now. But he already pre-ordered 4, so it's like, you know, I think he can get his refund back if he feels like going through that hassle.
Oh, it's too late because we played it already.
He played.
That's Sony's freaking. Yeah, we played it. We played it. I didn't.
Okay. Return. Lost aside.
He did play. So,
but I can't return a digital product from Sony. I can return in the Amazon window.
They did a little bit easier on refunds as long as you don't play it and you can do it. But he like True what he said, his cousin played too much of it, so yeah, kind of stuck on.
But Amazon's policy is amazing.
Again,
I have 30 days.
Impulse buyers, aka casuals, you guys are. I'm trying to save y'all. Y'all want to be saved, and that's cool. I'm just gonna be that old man saying "I told you so." So. I want to acknowledge that I am skipping Ghost of Yotai. My decision was final before the political assassination of Charlie Kirk. If you have anything negative to say about Charlie Kirk, please refrain from saying it on my chat or you will immediately be blocked. If you say that dumbass shit in the chat, you will be blocked. Why? Because you are an extension of this channel. And people may think your stance is my stance and vice versa. So please, if you got something bad to say about someone's that is dead, just don't.
Just don't.
Don't do it. I've seen people get fired over this. And it's not a it's not a problem to get fired over this shit. Like it's where are we at right here with this? There we go. I just wanted to show you guys because I was in the middle of watching this video, right? And it was this video right here, 26 minutes long. I was kind of far along in the video, and this is the 8th video I've watched in the last 3 days that is completely different people. That's how many people it is. I think that one website that's targeting people that say bad things about Charlie Kirk's death, I think there are 300 or 3,000. It could be 300 or 3,000 people that have been fired.
3,000.
Is it 3,000? I think it might be 3,000. And Charlie Kirk's wife also went on Fox News and said, hey, well, you know, we're going to come after you. Say anything about this stuff, we're coming after you. And, you know, it's a lot of people just ready to call up your job and let them know that, you know, you're saying this stuff. And these jobs don't want to deal with it. They're automatically firing you. They're not calling you into the office. One of the individuals in this video got fired during the weekend. The job asked him to pull down his post. He pulled down the post. They still fired him. There was a Sucker Punch developer that we had covered on this channel.
She got fired too.
Yeah, she got fired. So what was interesting, this was the first video I made. This was the first short that I made on the topic. And then I put up a random food short of one of my lunches from work. And then after I put up the food one, the following short, I had to update you guys on the first short, which is unheard of, as you can see the gaps in these types of shorts. And it's kind of weird that it happened so fast. It actually happened faster than when I posted it. So she said something about his death. I think it was on the 10th? It was the 10th. It was the 10th. She said something, and by the 11th in the morning, she said,
made a Mario and Luigi quote.
Yeah. We're gonna dive into that, but I just want to give people the timestamp. She said something and made jokes about his death on the 10th of September. In the morning of September 11th, she said that people were calling her job. Later that evening, she lost her job. That's that's the timetable. So
that's a crazy day to lose your
They're
job,
not
too.
playing with you. Again, if you think about saying anything bad, you better make sure that you don't have a public job where they can find your email and your resume is like linked to LinkedIn, or your email and your phone number and your jobs is like a public traded company or anything where it is public and your information is just out there. So many of people that said negative things about Charlie Kirk, they had Facebook. And one thing that a lot of people don't remember to stop doing on Facebook is to kind of like not have your first and last name there. So a lot of people that said bad things about Charlie Kirk, they already had their first and last name public with real pictures of their face. So it was really easy to track down a lot of these people. Now, I'm not a part of that. I didn't call or do any reports, but I still feel like anybody that died in the way that he died, you should not be making jokes about it. I don't care what he said during life. It is an ill taste for you to make fun of someone that had died. You need to think about you and your family and what would happen if somebody passed away. Would you want them to make jokes about your family member that passed away? No, you wouldn't. So, you really should treat people how you want to be treated in this this time. So I'm just saying that. Please, I don't want to catch you guys saying stupid shit in the chat, because I'm not going down for any of you guys. You know how I deal with copyright with the music. I don't play no games with the copyright. I'm not playing no games with this bullshit. Keep it to yourself or say it somewhere where they can't catch you. Because if you say it somewhere where they can catch you, you're probably going to lose your job. These people that lost their jobs have careers. Teachers, dentists, lawyers. Bro, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Okay. Oh yeah, they acted very quickly. There's a couple other developers that lost, game developers that lost their jobs saying things like this. I mean, it was like that one I posted on Twitter already, Truity, but it seems like it was a DEI person from Microsoft that said something. Microsoft contacted him. He took the stuff down, and he was the person that got fired on his day off. Now, I did do a Google search. Microsoft got rid of their DEI division. So I don't know what he was talking about. He claimed that he had made the DEI division from scratch. That's nothing to talk. That's nothing to brag about, since the DEI division doesn't exist anymore. So hey, it is what it is. Let's get started with all the fucking topics we got. We haven't been here in a while. There's a lot of drama. There's a lot of rumors. You guys love things that are not real, so let's cover the stuff that are not real. Now, I'm being honest, man. I'm being as blunt as possible. A lot of you guys are blunt with me. I'm gonna be blunt with you guys. You guys love shit that doesn't exist. So I don't even think we're gonna start the stream out the way we should start it out, with facts. We should start it out with bullshit, because you guys love bullshit. Well, luckily for you guys, I'm not that type of YouTuber. Let's go over the facts. PALWORLD is officially coming out of early access, early access, and it will be called PALWORLD 1.0. Now, I want everybody to understand there's a lot of mechanics in PALWORLD that are ass now. They're ass because they had to take them out because of the court case between Nintendo. This right here is going to make me cry. It's going to make me cry while I'm telling you guys this, because no, I wasn't a big PALWORLD fan, but you guys know I grew up in the 90s, right? I grew up in the 90s, so I played a lot of Pokemon games. And even when I left Nintendo, I played a lot of Pokemon games. There were tons of Pokemon style games that where they are. Here's my folder. These are the Pokemon style games that I have. World of Final Fantasy, Temtem. I have Persona Royal. I have Ni no Kuni 1 and 2. I have Nexomon. And I have what is this? Monster Hunter Stories 1 and 2. And then I do have a Digimon games. When I say have, these are all purchased. So it's no bullshit going on here. It's not PlayStation Plus. These are purchased. These are owned. I went out and purchased them because I like these types of games. I got 10. I think I might have like a couple that are not in here. Maybe Digimon. There was a Digimon game I picked up physical, and then they took that version off of the digital store. God, bullshit.
Cyber Sleuth, probably the first version.
Yeah,
that makes sense. They made a double pack.
So I don't know how I really want to attack this, because there's so many different ways. So let's attack it in an interesting way that will keep you guys tuned to the screen. I want you to soak this information up. I don't want you to run away from the live stream because we're showing you some footage of a game that you don't play. You're not going to become smarter doing that. I'm going to be as blunt as possible. This is not a sugarcoating channel. I'm not going to lie to you. That's not happening here. I'm going to tell you the God's honest truth. You need to soak this information in. Now, Nintendo, and I've said this on multiple occasions, is a big baby. Nintendo is a baby in a corner, and they can't be touched. And whatever they do, people just kind of ignore it because they're a big baby. The interesting thing is, Charlie Kirk was assassinated on the day that Nintendo got their patent approved for the Pokemon mechanic of throwing a ball or throwing something and then capturing a monster.
It's worse than that.
Or releasing a monster.
It's summoning something.
All of that type of stuff.
Worse.
So I'm gonna go to Nexomon, but there was a game that I'm gonna put in our topics in my over there on the PSN DMs, because this game I never knew existed. It's probably one of the best Digimon games, and it's not even on consoles. And I fucking found it on TikTok because somebody was streaming it. I was just browsing through TikTok, and cool dude, I had a conversation with him. He was right about to leave, and he still answered my comments, and I was like, bro, that's the type of content creator that I fucks with, man. Like, you're on your way out, and you answered and replied to both of my comments. So here we go. This is Nexomon. So you already know by the name. It has Mon in it. You already know it. You know, you got monsters and shit like this. So we got Nexomon Extinction. This is gonna be very similar to the Game Boy Advance style. I got 42 hours in the game. I got a reputation of 356. I have 44 Nexomon out of 427. I do love these types of games because you do get to level up monsters and stuff. Again, just like the original Pokemon, you do and you can have a Pokemon following you. So I just wanted to zoom in. You know, this is how it looks. Again, it looks like it's supposed to look for Digimon and stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the bushes, and you can see that we're going. You can see my Pokemon is a wolf. I like wolves. And we're gonna go fight this other little Pokemon, right? I'm just showing you an example of these types of games that exist. They're not Pokemon, but they're very similar, right? When you level up, there are some that level up. There are some that look similar to Pokemon, but the fact remains, I do like these games, and I'm not going back to Nintendo anytime soon. I made that perfectly clear, especially when they went out of their way to... Oh, there's somebody can heal me. Yeah, they went out of their way to just be a shitty company. And I'm not talking about like suing people or things like that. I feel like it's more so they could have went more on the power directive with their new console instead of being weak. So, you know, developers do have to depend on the weakness of the Xbox community, as well as the weak Xbox Series S. So that's what I'm talking about. So what damn, I gotta get your name. I gotta get your name right, bro. I want to call you Azaraf, but I was calling you another name. What's your other name?
What, the Warlock thing? It doesn't
Warlock,
matter.
there you go. I'm just gonna call you Warlock, bro.
That's fine, because that's my original
I'm gonna change
character.
your name to Warlock so I don't forget it.
It's easy because that was my class back in World of Warcraft that this name came from. My first character. So of course it's fine.
Cool. I'm gonna say that as Warlock because I'd be getting confused. Too many people to keep track of.
It's
okay. So
just
Warlock.
Warlock.
Okay, so Warlock was describing it perfectly, to be honest. And I just wanted to show it off so you guys know what I'm talking about. So there's a ton of games like these. One of the most popular adversaries of Pokemon is Digimon. And I've had a couple of Digimon games, and I was a much bigger fan of Digimon, the show, than Pokemon, the show. And I was watching Pokemon before Digimon, but when Digimon came out, their art style was much better, in my personal opinion. I like the more intimidating monsters, because I was growing up, I was in my teenage years. When
they also have better stories.
The story was better, and their first movie, I know people are going to argue, the first Pokemon movie was legendary, especially with the promotion of the golden cards. That was awesome. But Digimon's first movie and how Ash met Agumon, it was so fucking magical.
You mean Ty? Essentially
Ty.
Ash.
Damn it! Why I say fucking Ash? Ty. How Ty and his sister met Agumon, which went by a different name because he was in baby form. The art style was so fucking good. I love that old school anime movie art style. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like a lot of them that had that big, I don't know how to explain it. It was just
it's funny you say that. Nice. Mamoru Hosoda and his people, or who made it, they made recently, what was it? Those movies, I have them on my shelf right here. Like the Summer Wars and all those. That's his studio. Like the Wolf Children, Mirai, The Boy and the Beast, The Girl Who Leapt Through Time. That's all his stuff. He first started with Digimon. He got his start with Digimon. He was like a Miyazaki for that era, basically. He got his start working with Toei, basically. And same with, I think, the guy who made Serial Experiments Lane as well.
So you can continue to talk. We're just gonna go show off just a little bit real quick. So I'm just gonna show off a little bit of this Digimon Super Rumble. So Digimon Super Rumble, the guy told me it's I think it's only on PC, but I believe my laptop may be powerful enough to run it, maybe not. But it's the Digimon game we all dream of, right? It's an MMO. It's still turn-based, but it looks so good. So this is what it looks like. It's like the next generation Digimon game we want. Look at that fucking water. And this is how the fight looks. It's still set up like Pokemon. You know, like you have the trainer back there, and then you have a line of Digimon that you can, you know, use to attack the enemy. What Nintendo patent, again, a lot of people are saying, like, how did they get away with it? I don't know. I'm just saying.
Because the U.S. Patent Office is a bunch of people who don't play games. It's why Bandai Namco got away with patenting loading screen mini games all those years ago, and it prevented other games from having them. Like the Budokai Tenkaichi games had loading screen mini games before, and that was all published by Atari. But once Bandai got the rights to that, all that stuff they used to have back in the day is gone. They had loading screen mini games and weird stuff like that. But it's restrictive on creativity because there's some funny little mini games people made because loading times were so long back then. But now it doesn't matter because instant loading.
Yeah.
But
So,
there's worse.
We don't
Theirs
even
is
know
far
how
worse.
far this is gonna go. Like we have Digimon games now from the past. We have other Pokemon style games from the past. But
The thing is, the way it's going to end is Nintendo's going to take an L because Sega owns Atlas, who personas are summoned just like Pokemon.
yeah, and that's what I was thinking.
And
Here's
they
another thing:
predated it.
Monster Hunter Stories, right? Which got its start on Nintendo platforms. There's a third one coming out. Now you don't throw any balls, and you don't capture them like Pokemon, but you do in some way summon them.
This patent is so broad it hits stuff like World of Warcraft with pets and summons inside the game. It's so broad, it hits so many games that it's going to flop. It's going to get rescinded.
Really? Can that happen?
Look how many games have stuff that predates them, basically.
I know, but I'm just
Like,
saying, can that patent
Honorable
get rescinded?
Mention. Yes, it can be, because Nintendo will try to do it on one of these big companies after a certain point. They'll try to bring it up in court, and the others will back them up. They're like, no, you can't let this go because it'll basically ruin their games too. It's basically Nintendo versus the industry at that point. Over something that was invented in the 80s with Shin Megami Tensei. It predates Nintendo and Pokemon.
The part that makes me sad is that I blame the PC community. And I want to tell you guys why and how it's the PC community's fault. Now, Warlock probably already knows what I'm going to talk about. It's very, very, very simple.
Oh, because of PALWORLD. Making it huge.
Yeah.
And putting it on Nintendo's radar.
They did it on purpose. The PC community purposely taunted Nintendo with PALWORLD. No one told them to do that from the PlayStation community. Nobody told them to do that from the Xbox community. The PC community took it upon themselves to use PALWORLD to taunt Nintendo. To tease Nintendo. They made it so big that it was a part of every news story. Jeff Keighley had to acknowledge it. Like, a lot of people kept telling us, and I think you will remember this, right? Oh, Nintendo can't do anything. Haha, Nintendo can't do anything. I'm looking at this situation like, yeah, they're just going to wait till the hype dies down, and then they're going to attack them. They attack you now, you're going to look like the bad guy. But if you attack them when nobody else is paying attention to them anymore, yeah, you're going to look like the bad guy to some, but not to all. Not immediately. You get what I'm saying? It's not a smoking gun. But they were always going to do this. They were always going to do this, and it was PALWORLD to put them on this path, and it was the PC fans to put PALWORLD in the path of Nintendo. They know how Nintendo is when it comes to their lawyers and shit like this. If anybody that has a brain, you probably knew that Nintendo was just waiting and biding their time, talking to their lawyers and developing a fucking foolproof plan. To this point, now they have a patent over the whole monster summoning thing. Blame these guys. Don't blame PlayStation console gamers. Don't blame Xbox console gamers. Shit, don't even blame the Nintendo console gamers. They didn't even know what a fucking PALWORLD was. PALWORLD was in early access on PC first, before it even went over to Xbox. These guys knew about it. They developed a plan to overhype this game, and they were they definitely wanted Nintendo to acknowledge the game. They just didn't expect it was going to be this type of acknowledgement. So long story short, if anybody wants to be upset, yeah, you can be mad at Nintendo, but who put this game in their path? I'm
PALWORLD. Yikes.
The PC fanboys.
Exactly. The PC fans, they put this game in their path. And this is why I say I'm not the biggest fan of the trolling aspect of the PC community. It's very toxic and it's not helping gaming. I wanted to get that segment out the way first. I don't want to return to it. I want everybody to understand and acknowledge 100%. It was the PC fans that got us here. Like, it was no one else. No one else. Those concurrent records that were broken, those sales records that were broken, those were done on PC. They knew the effect that it was going to have. They knew that eventually Nintendo was going to have to acknowledge this game. And they were just trolling Nintendo. And they had a good 3 or more months of trolling Nintendo while Nintendo was fucking silent, I mind you. They did not file a lawsuit or anything for 4 months that PC fans were using this game to just tease Nintendo.
To poke the bear.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And let's be real. Let's be real. Nintendo does not like the PC community. They cannot stand these fuckers.
Oh, yeah. They steal everything.
Yeah.
And they gloat about it, too.
Exactly, bro. They do not like the PC community. Like, that, it's crazy. Let's go to another topic. Now, again, I just wanted to cover this because we didn't cover it last time. I did go to No Man's Sky. I did make my first ship. This is not my first ship. This is somebody's X-Wing that looks beautiful. Excuse me, I might add. It's beautiful X-Wing. I did make a ship. It's not like that. It's not that glorious. But you can build ships. People have built all types of crazy shit. SpongeBob SquarePants, X-Wings, what is it? Death Star, all types of crazy stuff. You can build whatever you want now on No Man's Sky and fly around in it, and it's awesome.
That reminds me. Someone built an X-Wing in Kingdom Hearts 1's Gummy Ship Creator. I saw it recently. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Oh, yeah, I remember the gummy ships. Yeah, that was dope. And again, I just wanted to show this off. A lot of people may not know. Yes, I did have a Vita. I had a Vita day one. And this is what my Vita menu screen looked like because it was very customizable. You could put the little bubbles that were representation of where the games were or apps on any screen you want. I think I had 6 screens right here if I look at the bubbles on the left.
It only goes up to 6.
Yes.
Believe me, I've tried to make it go farther.
Oh, so this was one of my game screens. This was Mortal Kombat, PlayStation All-Stars, Assassin's Creed 3 Liberations, Gravity Rush, Persona 4 Golden, Ragnarok Odyssey, New Little King Story, Chronovolt, Wipeout 2048, and Jetpack. So, again, let it be known, day one adopter Vita. I did my part. I'm not ashamed that the Vita flopped. I just couldn't really connect with a lot of people that are now a part of this channel. A lot of you guys didn't know what you were missing. Same thing with the PS3. I've got footage. You know, I tried to share. I tried to get big. I tried to get you guys to know how awesome PS3 was, but no, it didn't happen. Now,
we still have my Vita in my work bag. It's great. I love it.
We still got the PS4. Right, the PS4 was great, but there were a lot of PS3 games that could have got a new lease on life on PS4 if there was more support. This is why it's so important, and this is why it's going to drive us into our next topic. Support is key. Let's talk about just some quick stuff. Valheim. Valheim got confirmed for PlayStation 5. It's coming to PlayStation 5 in 2026. That's probably because Microsoft has some sort of a contract that is finally expiring. And we're going to our next announcement.
That game's early access too. That's why. Sony doesn't usually do early access except for PALWORLD. They did it for that for some reason.
Dispatch. You know about this one? I think this may have been early access. This one's coming out this year, actually. It's coming out this year on Steam and PS5. October 22nd, 2025. So what's going on with Dispatch is like a superhero game. The name is explanatory. You're going to be playing dispatch for superheroes in this fictional city. It's kind of similar to Invincible and The Boys universe, where the superheroes are a little bit more grounded. I can't wait. I was very interested in this, and it's coming to PlayStation 5 next month around my birthday. So I plan on supporting this if all goes right. I don't hear anything bad about it, so it looks like it's a day one.
You too are an October birthday.
Yeah.
My birthday's also October.
So we got
mine's the 17th area ish.
Oh shit, that's right around mine.
So you're a Libra. You're a Libra too.
Yeah.
Yep. Logic and reasoning.
Exactly.
I hope.
Damn, man, me and you are Libra brothers.
Yeah. We got so we got the game announcements out of the way. So Dispatch and Valheim are coming to PlayStation. These games got their start on PC. Valheim did make its way to Xbox. No word on if it's coming to Nintendo Switch 2. But again, I feel like Valheim could have easily been on PlayStation 5 a year more ago. But again, there's probably an unseen contract with Xbox. Now, I wanted to go in the next direction of the PC fans, right? We already talked about Nintendo not liking them. You guys already know. In 2014, which was over 10 years ago, there was a petition made right here with 49,000 signatures. It's for Bloodborne. It says, release Bloodborne for the personalized computing platform, aka PC. And it's still open because they didn't get Bloodborne, and it's still sitting at 49,402 supporters. I was notified about this around 2017, if I'm not mistaken, by a then PlayStation Legion member. That took me to an individual named Rags that was a part of the PC trolling community. Then there was a back and forth of me and him, but before that, there was a video that I made that is no longer here for my protection. It's no longer on this channel, where I went through about 10 to 12 games that they were begging for. Of the 10 to 12 games, Bloodborne included, I believe the majority of those games are now available on PC. That also includes Red Dead Redemption 2 and the Kingdom Hearts series. So the PC fans and their port bagging strategy was very successful. Why am I bringing this up? A lot of people that are listening to the sound of my voice, yes, you right there, you saw me do these videos, you ignored them. You saw me do these videos, you didn't hit the like button. You saw me do these videos, you didn't subscribe. You didn't want to become a member, and that's cool. What hurt the most is that you didn't take it seriously. PlayStation took it seriously. They were making more noise than you were. You could have been making noise saying, hey, PlayStation, don't listen to these guys. They're frauds. Instead, it was only like one or two people, JayTech and a few other people. It wasn't enough. So PlayStation went forward in 2020 with a strategy to bring games to PC. This is a history lesson we all need to learn, because a lot of you guys just really, man, it's sad that you guys didn't know. You should have fucking cared. I've done research over the last 5 months for the last 5 years of data that we now have. Everything that I've asked AI, I've already did 3 background checks to make sure that I'm right. Then I ask AI and they basically tell me, yeah, bro, you're fucking right. So I asked AI, is it true that they have there were 20 games on that are PlayStation published that were produced on PC in the last 5 years? They said yes. Right? And I already did this information at the time. I said, how many? I didn't know this. How many studios were canceled or closed down? They said 6 at the time. I think it might be more, but at the time they gave me the number, it was 6. Then right here, I asked at the specific time, how many games were canceled? They gave me the number 8. So 8 games were canceled in 5 years. 6 studios were closed down in 5 years. 20 or more games were produced for PC in 5 years. And the one that really, really doesn't make a lot of sense, this right here. I kept telling y'all, but nobody wanted to help. It is now your time. It is your fucking responsibility to help. You saw what happened when you sit on the sidelines for the last 5 years and allow that strategy to happen and you get less games? I don't think you should sit on the sidelines. If you don't want these games on PC and you know that it's harmful to you as a PlayStation console gamer, raise your voice. Raise your voice. The first time you guys ignored me, it didn't end well. But I was still right. It just didn't end well for you. Me and True Witty and Umar and many other PlayStation Legion members told you that this was going to happen. And yeah, there were members, a part of the PlayStation Legion at the time, that wanted PlayStation to put old games on PC because they said they would get so much revenue that we would get new games. Well, I asked AI this question maybe a month or 2 ago. To their response, let me read this off for you guys. It says, no, there's no proof that PC ports revenue is the primary funding source for PlayStation 5 games. While PC ports generate additional income for Sony, its revenue is a small percentage, around 3% of their overall PlayStation Store revenue. So only 3% of just the PlayStation Store revenue, not all of the revenue. It's compared to the PlayStation Store's revenue. Only 3% at the time that I asked the question. They go on to say Sony's primary funding for PlayStation 5 games from the console sales, digital game sales on PlayStation Store, and PlayStation Plus subscriptions. So PC only accounted for 3%. Now, at the time, Helldivers was already released. So I assume that one of the reasons why it was even 3% was specifically because Helldivers existed, which is an anomaly. I call it an anomaly because PlayStation has not produced a lot of games on PC, if any, that have ever reached even half of the success of Helldivers 2. If you're a PC fan, you already know I'm telling the truth. If you don't believe I'm telling the truth, ask your AI. If any PlayStation first-party published game is half as successful as Helldivers 2, and they will tell you no. I already know these answers because I've already asked these answers. There's a reason why a lot of PC fans are continuously attacking me, but they're not giving you any proof. They don't have any research. They don't want me to be right. It's weird because after I did this research, 4 hours from this, we got a notice that PlayStation is pretty much reversing their multi-platform strategy. Now, I was told days before I did this research that Helldivers 2 sold over 1 million copies on Xbox in 6 days. But no one could give me proof. Now, if that was true, then why would Sony go back on their third-party strategy? Why would they reverse it? They wouldn't reverse it. They would double down. Like Herman has been double downing on the multi-platform strategy and the PC porting strategy over the last 5 years. From his first announcement, something along the lines as, Just because one game is going does not mean all games are going, which is something that Phil Spencer had said. And then we already saw what happened. So he lied to us. And he was like, oh, it's only going to be a year to 3 years. And that was also false because Days Gone went to PC and it was like 10 or 11 months old. And then there were other games that went day and date, like the remasters and remakes. Kenna was day and date. Lost So Aside was day and date. You know, there was another day and date game. So, like, there were a lot of things that a lot of you guys just did not pay attention to where they were lying. And I understand. PlayStation is like the last great gaming company out there. But you got to call them out or they're going to be shit. If you don't call them out, they're not going to get better. So continuously ignoring the problem is how we got here. It is very important that you listen to me. I was very humble 5 years ago in giving you a choice not to listen. But now, after 5 years, I think you understand that maybe, just maybe, JayTech is telling you something that, for an example, MBG was not trying to inform you about 5 years ago. So, this research right here that you're looking at, if you haven't read it for yourself, I'll read it. Again, the calculations. Before, I want to be honest, right? Because a lot of people won't. Before I did this calculation, it was over 3%. They told me that the revenue that they got from PC was over 3% with the inclusion of Helldivers 2. So I said, what about if you exclude Helldivers 2? They said, if you exclude Helldivers 2, which generated $548 million from the PC platform, they said the total gaming revenue would only be, the total gaming revenue is $27 billion for PlayStation, and then a percentage of, what is it, $548 million, and then you have 27 billion times 100, and you get 2.03%. So the final answer was PlayStation's PC port revenue in 2025, excluding Helldivers 2, which you should because the game is old now and it's not as many people picking it up as it used to be, is approximately 2% of the total gaming revenue. So they're only making 2% from PC without Helldivers, because all the other PC ports flopped. I was trying to tell y'all that they're not making money. You guys, and yes, I'm talking to you, you kept telling me 5 years ago that if we just allow them to put old games over there, they will make Sony so much money and we will get new games. We got 8 canceled games. 8! One of which I'm about to show you right now, which is going to burn your heart because you wanted it. Starts with Spider. My God. It sucks saying the same thing over and over and over again, but I do want you guys to walk away more educated on who that you should listen to and who you shouldn't. You want to go watch MBG, continue to watch him. He's going to give you hope. He's lying to you, but he's going to give you hope. At the end of the hope, if you're smart enough to do your own research, you'll find out that he's fucking lying to you. I'm going to give you the truth. You don't need to do research. Just trust and believe I've already done it. Because I don't want you to come back here and tell me I'm wrong. So I already double checked and triple checked. This is the Spider-Man game, the Great Web. This was going to be the multiplayer Spider-Man game that was going to combine Spider-Man 2 with the Into the Spider-Verse movie by introducing the multiverse. We were robbed of this. One of the reasons why we were robbed, and I'm going to be very blatant with this, is the PC fans could have just modded the shit out of this game and gave themselves any suit they want, They wouldn't have paid for anything. They wouldn't have got any of the microtransactions, and they would have completely destroyed the community, right? So Sony wouldn't have made any money off of, I would assume, this games as a service. They would have also took it upon themselves to leak out any maps, leak out any additional characters, leak out any additional armors or weapons or anything like that, because that's just what the PC fans do. So they looked at this situation, and they also were dealing with a hack from PC cyber terrorists, and they were like, well, we're not going to make any money off of this. They're going to leak this, they're going to get to this, we might as well just get rid of it. And they did. And then the God of War multiplayer game, they got rid of that. And then the Twisted Metal multiplayer game, they got rid of that because they know PC fans don't know shit about Twisted Metal. And again, we just got around to 8 fucking games. Cancel. You see how that shit just piles up? 8 games. Because they looking over at the PC fans. That's a part of this new strategy. And they know these cheap cheaters are not going to support these games. So they had to make a difficult decision. They're not going to support the game. Well, we got to cancel it. They don't give a fuck about you, the PlayStation console gamer. The whole strategy was centered around the PC fans. Yes, that's right. When a game doesn't do good for them and the test audience, we don't get it either. I've been telling y'all this for so many years. I did not want this to happen, but now it's happened. You learning. You have learned from this horrible fucking mistake. You can watch MBG all you want. You can watch other content creators all you want. I'm not taking away your free will, but don't stop educating yourself on the politics of the console war. It is very much alive. In this sector, which was the PC sector, it didn't exist because they're not fucking console. They made this fucking plan that I was only able to see because so many of you guys are just preoccupied with other shit. This plan to beg Sony and wear them down with multiple emails and just port begging all around the internet to make them believe that there was another audience outside of the PlayStation console gamer. And they were very successful because so many of you guys ignored them. You could have been telling Sony, stop listening to them, but no. You just said, nah, you know, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal until it's a big deal. You got 6 closed down studios, 8 canceled games, and 20 games that are currently on PC. 20 or more. It's a big fucking deal after 5 fucking years. What we got this year, we got Death Stranding 2 and Ghost of Yotei. We got 2 games in 12 months. Now, you rewind the clocks back to the PS3 and the PS2 generation, Sony was pumping out games left and right, and we're talking about exclusives. We have got less since they've messed around with the PC community. It's all right to admit you're wrong. We have to learn from this. Next time you see some weirdo on the internet port begging for a game to go to PC, you know they're not going to buy. Use your voice. Reply and say, hey, this person is an imposter. They're not going to buy the game. You're going to waste your time and resources making a game for that platform. They're not going to buy the game. It's not going to be the end of the segment. You know, we will talk about this. I need to keep this fresh in your mind because for 5 years, a lot of you guys just thought it was a good idea to just ignore the shit. I'm not going to allow you to ignore it anymore. It hurt you and it hurt me. We got less games. That's how it hurt us. We got less games. We are gamers. We want more exclusives, right? Their focus on PC gave you less games. And there's nothing you can fucking say to prove me wrong. I've done the research. I'm going to test you guys. I'm going to ask you guys a question. I'm going to see if you learn. True Woody. Is True Woody woke?
True Witty. True Witty, are you here?
No, I know this might.
True Woody's
Okay.
woke. He's here. He's just somewhere else.
I know
Where's
it's
the
one
ghost?
thing too is that look at Xbox for example. Ever since they started porting against the PC, they have been worse and getting worse.
Well,
And
here's what it is. They want more growth because of their shareholders keep asking for growth.
Mm-hmm.
I know this from working in with companies. They always want growth.
That's what
They always want growth. Every meeting that I do,
And then when they canceled that Perfect Dark game, I was so pissed off, man.
Yeah, sadly, it wasn't real. Everything you saw wasn't real. It was fake. It was a CGI created to hype you up on the game. They didn't even start the production of the game.
I just wish Sony, will listen to us, and because it's not a good idea.
well, here's what they're listening to. They're listening to their shareholders, who are often shareholders of the other companies like Microsoft as well. They want to get growth from their shares, from their dividends, whatever, out of Sony, like they get out of Microsoft. But the reality is it's not the same kind of business. Because Microsoft doesn't make money in gaming, if you don't know. They make money on AI and infrastructure, and that's how they make their money. Their stock reflects that. It does not reflect gaming, because most gaming related stocks, like the best performing ones, are like Take-Two, for example. Take-Two is like one of the highest price stocks in the entire market, them and EA. And you can see it because of their financials. Their financials are a ton of microtransactions, or in the case of Take-Two, GTA as well, which is also microtransactions. And Sony gets their cut, no doubt. They are undervalued, I think, but they need to show up basically with their stuff again.
I wanted to just say this thing to somebody in the chat. So a ghost of you is like Sony should have kept Sony Online Entertainment. So look, a lot of you guys, you throw this stuff out there like you know the history of the time, but you don't, because I was there, so I know. They weren't making money from PC. They were not making money from EverQuest or any of their other PC ventures, so they sold it off.
Warcraft ate their lunch.
Yeah, so they sold it off. They sold off that, and to the person that is now owning it, that also owns DC Universe Online. If you remember, Sony got the contract to get DC Universe Online made at the time, which was fucking groundbreaking because there was no other game like it with those superheroes of that quality at that time, right? It just didn't make no money. Sony was like, fuck it, we're selling it off. PS3 didn't fucking make any money. We're selling this shit off too. PC's not making us money, and they fucking hardened themselves. And it was like, hey, we are only focusing on consoles for the PS4 generation. That's it. Now, after the PS4 generation went into PS5, you had Jim Ryan, you had Herman, and they had this plan to go just mega nuclear. They were like, hey, we're going to put our games on all platforms. We're going to make profit here. And it didn't pan out that way.
They were chasing short-term gains.
Huh?
Short-term gains.
Exactly.
That's all
Then
it was.
Totoki had to come off of his fucking chair and Sony to come to PlayStation, clean up the fucking mess, which he still has to clean up because Herman is still employed. Still fucking up, making fucking dumbass decisions. The only thing that I'm happy about from this whole catastrophe is that some PlayStation gamers woke up and said, yeah, I don't want this anymore. I've always told you this was never going to benefit you. And anybody from the PlayStation community that claims that this was going to benefit you lied to your face. They think you're dumb as shit because they lied to you. There's no fucking way this was going to benefit you as a console gamer. Again, if it's benefiting me as a console gamer now 5 years after the strategy went into effect, please, someone in the comment section, let me know. If you're spying on me and you like to make videos about me, you can go make a video and let me know. Please provide all the facts, research, sources, and everything else. How does this benefit the PlayStation console gamer? Did we get more games after the last 5 years of fucking around with PC, or did we get less?
Way less. I was playing on just PlayStation for 2021, and now I'm just like playing third party on PlayStation and using my Switch
What am
more.
I getting this holiday? I'm getting Battlefield 6 and Trails in the Sky. Both of those games are multi-platform titles.
Yep, Trails in the Sky for me and Digimon. And that's it.
So I want to let everybody know the Skate game by EA is currently out. I will be downloading it, and I will be playing it very shortly. It is 6.78 gigabytes. It is very woke from what I saw from gameplay from high-level content creators that started playing it earlier. But we will be playing it live in just about 30 minutes or so. So we will also see. But you can see that it is...
go download that Digimon demo.
I already got it.
It's pretty good, man. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good, man. Because it's what you want. Like, you have the voice acting with the anime where they say stuff whenever they do moves.
I've
anime.
heard nothing but great things. I'm still not ready to spend $70 day one, but it is on my I need that list. It's definitely there. But I'm going to get Trails in the Sky and then Battlefield 6. If there's not any other sales on games that I currently don't have that I do want, which I think might... I'm just looking, man, because a lot of my wish list games, I might have to do another cleaning. A lot of my wish list games I already own.
You know I'm already in there. I have that collector's edition that was like $250 pre-order.
For Digimon?
Oh, yeah. I'm already in there.
Damn, it's $250. Oh, the collector's edition for physical. Okay. Let's
Physical.
see.
And I also helped my other Digimon friend get the collector's edition. He was having some financial trouble, so I gave him a little bit to help him out because he's a huge fan too.
Okay, so
he's like, man, I want this.
We got this one and this one. Save that for later. Battlefield 6. Somebody told me about this game. I'm not getting that anytime soon. Romancing Saga. I'm good on this one.
I just picked up that on sale. The Romancing Saga remake or whatever they had.
Yes.
It was on sale.
Yes,
I got
picked that up.
I
picked that up on sale like maybe a month or two ago. Was it around $35?
It was $35 for the physical for mine.
Yeah. It was around that for digital. Castaway. Let me see. We got this. We got this. It's a couple of games in here that I'm just where the wind meets. I'm not picking that up. Sea of Remnants, Spine. I'm still looking at that one. It's a couple of games like if you like a game, they just automatically put it on your wish list. They don't actually, just fucking crazy. Nope. Not picking that one up. Nope. Yeah. The Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avion. Okay, yes. This game? Wow. Mafia 3 is only $5.99 for the definitive edition? I think it's just gonna get picked up for the fuck of it at this point. God damn, you can't fucking say no to that.
Yeah, $5 is cheap.
Yeah, $5.99. That's cheap. Crimson Desert, Grand Theft Auto 6, Captain Blood. I do want to pick that up. That's
Oh, thanks for reminding me. I haven't picked that up yet. I need to.
It's $24.99. Arch Age is in there. Wu Chang. I'm not gonna pick that up. Let's be real. I'm not picking that shit up.
More Souls. No thanks. I'm
Arc
good.
Raiders.
I have enough.
What happened to Arc Raiders? It was just hot when it came out and with the beta, and then just fucking disappeared. I got no idea what happened to Arc Raiders. That shit just fell off the fucking map.
I'm just doing what I do.
Metro Exodus is on sale for $4.50. That's 85% off. I love when people say PlayStation Network doesn't have any sales.
They do. It's just you gotta find them, and it's
you gotta
all
find
random.
them.
I know that I picked up
Genesis.
the Diva one a few years ago, the Project Diva one. They had a sale for all the Miku stuff. It was like $20 for everything, and I was like, oh, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It was
I wanna
like
get that
all the
Sonic
songs, all like
Generations
300
game.
of them.
If I see Sonic Generations around $20, I'm picking it up. Fuck it. Need that. Octopath Traveler. $23. That's not bad, but no, I'm good for right now. Boxing. Did that ever go down? No. They put it back at 60. This game had a lot of glitches, so I'm not planning on picking it up anytime soon. Until it's like fucking under $20. No Rest for the Wicked hasn't came out yet. Bright Memory. I don't think I'm playing that shit anytime soon. Under Rock.
At least you can put Lost Soul Aside in there as a $20 or less sale. It's actually good now.
Lost Soul Aside.
They fixed it.
Oh, okay.
They fixed it. So it's actually fun now. I had no risk on it because I could just return it with Amazon. That amazing return policy of 30 days on any physical Amazon game. I've never had to really use that, but I debated using it with this one until they fixed it. And I'm like, okay, you're fine.
Okay.
Because all the other brick and mortar retailers have like a 7-day return policy, but Amazon has a 30-day, even for opened video games.
That's pretty cool.
I know. You wonder why I pick up physical sometimes. Well, the return policy is a good thing, just like Steam's good return policy.
Okay, well, I cleaned up a little bit of my wish list. It's not still a little packed, but it's not that packed. That Trails in the Sky, bro. I know you're getting it physical, but they could have made
I'm getting
a lot.
it twice physical.
They could have made a lot more money if they would have opened the pre-orders for digital. Like, I am still waiting to pre-order the game, but I won't be able to. I have to buy the game because it's still not available for pre-order.
Gung Ho's issue. Gung Ho is who's did this shit before with what was that collection they did recently on Lunar? Yeah, they did this with Lunar as well. They forgot to put the digital up for pre-order until the day of.
How do you forget that? Like,
I don't know.
How the fuck do you forget that shit?
Gung Ho's weird, dude. Like, they're strange.
This is why I say I love exclusivity, because sometimes small devs like that, they do forget shit like that, but Sony won't. I'm telling you, Sony will not forget that shit. They're going to promote your game. They're going to make sure it's there on pre-order for 3 months in advance.
Yeah, I'm getting it twice, though. The PS5 standard and then the Switch limited run edition they have going, where it's got a steelbook and an art book and stuff for Trails. Because they're partnering with limited run for that version. So that'll be later. The strangest thing, though, is the Switch 2 version does exist, but you upgrade for $1 on the Switch 1 version. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. I think it must be a minimum on Nintendo's end that says you must have some price tag attached to this. So they just chose $1 to be nice to everyone.
I'm gonna be
instead
honest
of $10.
with you, I was not interested in this game at all. Nope.
Well, it's in the name. EA, Electronic Arts, I mean early access.
Let me just go with this. Yeah, it looks like the game's set in California or in the West, and it looks like it's going to be super woke. I saw some character creation bullshit, and I was very disappointed. Well, it looks like I don't have to wonder how
if it doesn't work,
how woke it
does
looks.
it work?
No, I'm looking at it. It's pretty woke. Like these character models look like some rejected Fortnite shit. But
oh no, this looks like the character models in Forza Horizon 4, where I was making fun of those, and my brother was too. He's like, "What the hell is that shit?" Because you can create your character in Forza Horizon 4 and 5. 4's was okay, but 5, they made them like really woke looking. It was awful. Terrible character creator in 5 for Forza.
They got builds. They don't have female or male. That already tells you there's no female or male. They just have different body builds. Okay. So movement A is female? Or is movement A men? I can't tell which one is men or it look like A is men. I see, this is what I don't understand. If A is for men, then why not just say man? And if B is for female, why not just say female? Like, I don't understand who that would be hurting by labeling what is. You get what I'm saying? Like,
it's
it makes
0.1%.
absolutely no point.
It offends the 0.1%, so change it for everyone. That's stupid. Lowest common denominator bullshit.
This is probably one of the worst reflections I've seen on eyeballs. It's not a reflection because it's so bad. It's just fuzz. The hair looks really bad. It's 2025, right? Everybody should know what a shape up looks like. And there is one on here, but it looks like it's from The Sims 3. And that's really, really bad. Somebody had made a joke and said, did they just make a skating DLC for Sims? And I'm gonna be honest, it kind of look like they did.
Well, Skate's probably bad enough that Skate 3 has a bunch of people buying and playing it on Xbox.
That is exactly what's happening on PC right now.
Like, it's one of the top paid games on Xbox right now because it's the only platform I think it's
so
available
bad
on.
that I don't even want to really customize my character because it's so bad. Like, I got a man, but he's very feminine. But I don't want him to be feminine, but he looks very feminine.
Yeah, it doesn't look right.
Yeah, and I feel as though no matter what I do, maybe the facial hair will fix it. No, he still looks very, very feminine. Look, man, I know there's a couple y'all in the chat over the last couple weeks and months like, hey, this isn't woke and that isn't woke. Like, bro, this is a product of you fucking ignoring what is really going on. You continuously ignore shit and it piles up to the point that you can't help but admit it. You might as well admit that shit when you see it. This don't look right, but look, fuck it. Fuck it. We gotta do it. So voice A is for man and B is for females. Or asshole and bitch. I mean, I guess that's what the A stand for and that's what the B stand for. It's disrespectful, but it is what it is. Oh, you can also pick none. So I guess that's not
I know that the
binary.
Japanese hate it because
Huh?
the Dragon Quest creator was pissed about it when he went off topic in an interview over in Japan a few months ago, talking about how they forced him to put A and B, even though it was always male and female.
For what game?
He went for Dragon Quest 1 and 2. He was saying that they forced him to put it in there, and he went off topic, and Square basically probably told him, you can't say that ever again. And he's the creator of Dragon Quest. What was his name?
What
Yuji
the hell
Horii?
is maturity? Maturity is age? Why not just say age? That is very bad. Whatever.
I'm back. What game you guys playing now?
Playing Skate early access.
Oh, nice.
No, not nice.
It's not nice at all.
Oh, it's not nice at all. The game's
Go
bad?
look at the video. Look at how it looks.
Oh shit.
Take a look at the
Bro,
video.
look at the socks.
I look
at
it
the
now,
socks. It has pink and blue and white. You know what flag that is?
Yep, I know exactly what flag that is.
Look, man, you just can't make it up. Bro, I want to put y'all on some game. I used to play a game 8,000 years ago called PlayStation Home. It looked better than this.
Way better, bro.
And that was on PS3.
When you say PlayStation
insane.
Home,
Bro,
I missed the nostalgic.
Bro.
I missed the nostalgic, bro.
I think that I got some pictures of PlayStation Home, right? And I think that I can do a comparison in front of your eyes, because there's no way a PS3 game look better than a PS5 game, but it makes sense.
PlayStation Home was so much better than that, bro. And it brought me memories. Remember so much memories. Remember the bowling alley? So fun, man.
We got this image and this image. So I'ma just go. It's crazy because I had a skateboard on PlayStation Home as well. I'm just gonna use this image right here.
I wish Sony bring it back, but I know it's not probably won't happen. But I wish they bring it back.
They lost a lot of money, even though they made a lot of money. At the end they lost money, and they look at it as a financial failure. This is PlayStation Home. It's a little pixelated, as you can see, because this is an older picture. Still holds up pretty good. The quality of the image that I have on my phone looks much better, but it didn't transfer over properly. But this is PlayStation Home. The character model in question is much more realistic with the hairstyle and everything like that. With the hat and facial hair, trust me, it was much better textures and everything. This looks like they got real lazy during the budget. That's what this looks like. It looks like at a certain point in time they had to cut something, and it was detail. Okay.
Tell you what, man, looking at that picture, man, I used to be so young playing PlayStation Home. Like, I used to enjoy that a lot whenever I come home.
So what am I doing? Just climbing like Uncharted? So this is a part of Skate?
To tell you the truth, I miss the old PlayStation. I remember when I used to call the PlayStation Home, they used to have the Uncharted.
I fucked that all the way up.
Used to have the Uncharted themes and the other things too.
I fucked that all the way up, didn't I?
You guys can hear me?
Yeah.
Is True Woody here?
No. I don't know where he is.
Dang.
Okay, so
he became a ghost.
Yeah, he became a ghost. I'm just gonna skate around and see if I can find any stuff. So I'm on a game with other people. Is this a? I'm on the game with other people, and we're just gonna do whatever they telling us to do, man. Full pull-up tour. This is EA. They did the same stupid shit with fucking what was that game called? Need for Speed, remember? They made the character look like a anime cell shade type shit.
Yeah, and that game flopped too. And that studio is just working with Battlefield now.
I feel like at a certain point in time, if you got people at your establishment that are putting up ideas that are just not helping the company anymore, then maybe stop listening to them. Maybe even fire them, because they're losing you and the company as a whole money, which is going to have you make the tough decision to fire other real good developers.
Do you guys use YouTube Premium where it can block the ads?
No, I'm not paying for that.
Me either.
But yeah, I don't pay for that shit.
Because that ads is getting me on my nerves a little bit. One ad just came up on your stream. Yeah. But yeah, it's too much money though, because I already got Spotify.
I got rid of all that stuff. I wasn't using much of it, so I just stopped.
No subscriptions eat up all your money.
Yeah, that's why I just completely stopped.
Yeah, and they charge way too much, and I already paid $18 for PlayStation Plus, which is worth it, kind of, because I can go back and play the old school PlayStation games too.
Oh, which version of PlayStation Plus though? Because I only use Essential for $80 a year, and that's it.
I got the premium, just $18 a month.
I just do the $80 a year, call it a day, and see what comes in there that I don't already own. And that's it. Like the other stuff, you don't technically own it. It's like a rental service, like Game Pass. So it's like they go in and out. So it's only if I'm actively playing it would I do that.
You know what I was thinking? I was thinking about, getting a PS2 and a dinosaur TV. Be a great. I would be having like a classic game room.
Oh, I've got that set up. It's pretty cool.
You got it too, Jay?
No, he's not set up like that like I am. I've kept my old stuff. Like I have that PS2 that still works that my brother and me bought together.
I do have, but I don't have a old school TV, but I have a PS2 and a PS3.
I have an old school TV from the family that they didn't want anymore, and it's a nice CRT. It looks great. PS2 games look perfect on it.
Yeah.
No, also,
that's the only thing
Parappa the Rapper,
because those TVs make things look much better. Like I remember them.
The CRT TVs?
Yeah. Yes, they make the old games look correct. Because they were designed for it.
Mm-hmm. I saw a video about how these retro looking games are not exactly how we remember what they were supposed to look like. They were not super pixelated. They were not. Not on those CRTVs. They looked soft. It's now they making these fucking indie games that look pixelated. Like, hey, this is retro. Like, bro, don't fucking insult my intelligence. That is not what they're supposed to look like.
I tell you what, back then we had good cartoons, good games, exclusive games like God of War.
Oh, believe me, I remember when the Kingdom Hearts 2 commercial was on TV. I remember.
I just wish I can go back into time and just enjoy those memories again.
Well,
guys,
no, you can't.
I got some bad news and some good news for you. This is ass. This gets deleted. I'm not even going to try to pretend to like it. I would not recommend Skate. Not the new one. You want to go get the old one? Yeah. I don't even think we have access to any of the old ones. Only Xbox does because backwards compatibility. But yeah, we
Yes, they do.
We do
They
not
do have
have
Skate
access
3.
to these old skates, which is what EA wanted because they want to force you to play the new skate. Now, the good thing is we have access to Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2, which I think is the best music too. We do have access to 4 and 5. 3 and 4.
I have not bought that.
Yeah, I'm not touching that with a stick. We have Sessions, which is a skate simulator. And then we have VR Skater. And then you also have skating inside of the Riders Republic game. And let's see what else we got. There's different little skate games. But when it comes to like skate, yeah, I wouldn't touch that with a fucking 10-foot pole. Like, this is not what you remember. It's not what you got excited about. And it's the saddest thing, even though I'm not a part of that community, it's the saddest thing that so many of you guys waited so long for a skate game, and this is what they gave you. Like, this, bro, this is why I say, you know, you guys don't want to hear me talk about woke shit. Well, make sure these developers keep the woke shit out of games, because when they focus so much on woke shit, they don't actually pay attention to making a game good or making a game fun. And that is not fun. That doesn't even look good. You put so much budget into making certain things equal and making sure you don't have genders and like all of this. Like, oh, we're gonna make sure we don't have men or women portrayed in this game. We're not even gonna let you see that men or women exist. Nobody's gonna say a man or a woman. We're just gonna say A or B. We're gonna put money into that, but we're not gonna put money into making the game look realistic, which was the whole thing that a lot of you loved about Skate. The graphics looked amazing. Now it looks like a Sims ripoff. That isn't right. That isn't right, bro. I got more than enough colorful games. I don't mind if your game is colorful. I don't mind if your game's cartoony. I don't give a fuck. But a game that was never like that? Nah. I know where the fucking budget went. I know where the budget went. And it shouldn't have went there. And let's be honest, you don't need a lot of fucking money to do that shit. That is sad, bro. Oh yeah, you got Roller Dome, you got the Ollie World games, you got a lot of different skating games, but the new Skate is not, that is not what y'all wanted. Let's be real. That is not what y'all ordered. That's like ordering a fucking a pizza supreme and they give you a fucking cheese pizza. Nothing on it. Like, that is not what you ordered, man.
Sad, man.
That is
you
sad.
know what?
That's where gaming is going now. They're so focused on political fucking bullshit and stuffing that shit in your video game, they forgot
and
about
they wonder
making
why
the
we
game
focus
good.
on the East. And they wonder why the East is going up. You know, the Chinese, the Japanese, etc.
Because they putting stuff in the games that we want.
Sooner or later, though, man. Sooner or later, you know, these are indies, right? They making games. Because if these devs, the higher ones, don't like make games with it's the appeal to us, the indies will. Y'all agree?
Well, he was saying the East, like Chinese developers, Korean developers, Japanese developers. There are some indie developers, if they have the budget, that they can make the type of games that we want, but most of the time they don't have the budget. When they do get the budget, if they don't get it from the fan support from Kickstarter and stuff like that, then they pretty much get partnered up with a big company, and the big company comes in and says, hey, well, one of the reasons of, you know, us supporting this, you have to add this and you have to change this. And then at the end of the day, it's not the game that the fan, when they first saw the game, wanted, because the developer, as an indie, had to change stuff again in order to get that funding. So it's very rare that an indie produces the game that you want without being tampered by a third party. I wish it wasn't like that, but it does seem to be like that. Top PS1 open world games that broke PlayStation limits. Okay. Let's see what's going on. I'm just trying to see where we're going at. Bethesda, Sucker Punch, and Bungie, and more developers mocking Charlie Kirk's passing leads to major boycotts. Yeah, I don't think Sony can deal with any more boycotts. Uh-oh. It looks like they're looking for the death penalty for the Charlie Kirk murder. Well, I mean, I guess that fits the crime. I just want to know if they're gonna make it quick or are they gonna put him on death row for like 20 years? Because I'm really like when it comes to death row, why do they put some people on death row for like 20 years? The other people, they like get them out of the way in like a few months or years. Like, I don't get it, man. It's a weird situation, man. I don't know. Tony Hawk is all you need. You know, Tony Hawk is all you need. It's funny because I didn't even care enough to capture any gameplay, and I don't even think I clicked the screenshot button the whole time I was playing that game. But let me go see. Did I? New. No. No, I didn't. I didn't take a single fucking screenshot. Are you serious? Nope, not a damn one. I didn't take a single screenshot of the skate game. Wow, that is how bad it is. That is how bad it is. Get this off of my fucking shit. Hide all items. I do not want skate in my shit. Nah, I'm good, man.
And I take back the word I said. Nice. That game is shit.
Well, sadly, man.
Yeah, you gotta
go see shit for yourself before you make your decisions.
Because I saw
What's shit to me may not be shit to you, but it's always important to do research before you put out a statement because, you know, you don't want to like have to keep contradicting yourself. I'm gonna be deleting.
I saw a video of Metal Gear Solid 3 with all of the stuff I wanted, and I was like, "Oh, this is perfect. This is what I want." And people were complaining that it's a PS2 game in a PS5 skin, and I'm like, "Yeah, that's what I wanted."
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't understand what's the problem with that. I'm pretty sure that's what everybody ordered.
They wanted Metal Gear Solid 5.
Huh?
They wanted Metal Gear Solid 5, where the game is all one map.
They're not real Metal Gear fans.
No, I agree. I said,
if you wanted the game to be like Metal Gear Solid 5, you're not a real Metal Gear fan.
Metal Gear Solid 5 lost the plot. I don't like that game.
I like the
I love 4, I love 3, I love 2, I love 1. Hell, I even love the MSX games. They're fun.
I didn't like 5 that much. I like 4. I like 4 better.
4 is way better.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, even the freaking spinoff in Rising was a better Metal Gear game because they kept all the elements in some way, shape, or form. Codec calls and all that stuff. Everything. All the ridiculous humor. I just beat the end, and I couldn't stand his parrot, so I found him and killed him, and then ate the parrot. And then once you eat the parrot, it's a ghost parrot in the cutscene now, instead of just being a parrot landing there to help.
I like that.
Yeah. Nice little touches like that.
You know what I wish Sony could do? Is remaster all those games that they sitting on. The games that made them great.
They should.
I know.
But you know why they're
Wild
not?
Arms, dude.
I'm not even gonna tell you why they're not. But they should. What you said is a great idea, and they should do that.
Because if I was the CEO, that's what I would have done.
Yeah, they should do that, bro. But they're not gonna do that.
There's a lot
the
of
reason
money
why is because
in
there
that.
have been different time periods where they re-released those games, whether they made it a remaster, they made it a port, they put it on the classics for PlayStation Vita, they put it on classics for PSP, they put it on the classics for PS2, they put it on the classics for PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4. They've tried to get people
Medieval.
to play some of these games, and they
I
brought
have
them
that
back in
remake.
different time periods, like Wild Arms. Wild Arms 1 and
Medieval.
2 was re-released on PS3. And I know I picked up 1 and 2, but I can't say the same for everybody else.
Right.
At a certain point in time, they did Medieval 2. At a certain point in time, they just saw that people weren't buying these games, so that's why they sit on them. Let me put it this way.
Medieval
Right?
did not sell well, and
Exactly.
it got a full remake.
It
And
got
I
a
loved
full
it.
remake,
I played
exactly.
that shit to death.
So
and you could unlock the PS1 version
they
by
would be
beating the
wasting a
entire
lot
game
of
and getting
money.
everything.
They would be wasting a lot of money if they listened to you. Because you may want it back as a fan to relive the glory days, but how many other people are going to buy the game that you want back?
I'm just glad Metal Gear at least sold 1 million. So at least we might get 2 remade and 1 remade.
I wanted to ask about Nintendo. I know this might not be, how come they always successful when they come out with a new system?
What do you mean? With the Switch or in
their
general?
Their systems are catered towards kids, and there's always a lot of kids, and parents.
Because that Wii U was not successful.
It's true.
This
And they
Switch is
always
just
keep-
riding on the Switch 1, basically.
Yeah. Well,
that's true.
Let's be honest. The Wii U is the only one that was not hyper successful, but what I said still stands. It's a kid-based company. They're in many ways look at as the Disney of video games, and you just always gotta have a Nintendo system in the house for the kids, and that's just really why they're always successful. It doesn't. They're not powerful. They don't have the best looking games, but they have nostalgia on lock.
That's what I'm about to say. Nostalgia is what keep getting the fans to buy their systems. That's nostalgia.
In my case, it's because there is no more powerful portable. Don't tell me about a $1,400 Asus ROG. Please don't. I'm not doing that.
Oh shit!
Don't talk about that. They were complaining about $450 on the Switch 2, and it's stronger than a Steam Deck. But they were like, "Oh, go buy the ROG," and I'm like, "How much is that?" It's like $800. And I'm like, "No."
What they don't know, these small technologies like these little small
Mobile's more
processor,
expensive.
they
It
really
really is.
expensive compared to like desktop GPUs. That's what's in the PS5.
Hell, even desktop GPUs are expensive because they hike the price up.
Yeah,
They don't have to, but they chose to.
because it comes with greedy.
Yes, exactly. And Nintendo's just like, yeah, we want you to buy the games here, so we're not going to make it beyond your reach. It's still going to be more costly than the last system because that's just how it is. But you noticed even after the tariffs, they didn't raise the price. They just rose the price of the old one to try to tell you, hey, go buy the new one. It plays the old one better.
Yeah, man, it's crazy these days, man.
I can tell you that because a lot of games I have got free like performance upgrades to 60. Like the Neptunia games got released recently on the Switch. They're 30 FPS, like 31 FPS on the regular Switch, but on Switch 2 they're 60 locked. So, I mean, stuff like that happens all the time. I'm finding more and more games that are not Switch 2 like technically games, but they're Switch 1 games that just happen to have basically an unlocked frame rate and they just go straight to 60. So even if you have a Switch 1 game, it does get upgraded. The only thing that's wrong with Nintendo is how they price their own shit and other stuff on it. Like, bro, I'm not paying $50 for an amiibo. I'm sorry. I'm not doing that.
I never bought any amiibos.
Like,
At first thought
nah,
I was missing out, but really not missing out on anything.
I'm a figure collector. I have as many of the amiibos as I want at this point. Like I got the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 ones when they had them. It was like $30 for 2 of them though. I got the double pack that has Mio and Noah. But again, that's 2 of them.
Yeah, you know what? You remember when you guys said that Nintendo is a kid system? Some of the games do have some mature games,
but
It's only
primarily
the
when it's
Fire Emblems and Xenoblades.
exactly when it's promoted, right, Brian? When
Mhm.
it's
Or
promoted,
Bayonetta.
it's not promoted to the mature gamers, which are the few games that he just named.
all right.
The
Oh, yeah.
majority of the games on all Nintendo systems throughout all of time primarily have been for kids.
That's true. What about Twilight Princess? Another one too?
Most of the Zeldas were for kids.
Yeah, they kind of
know.
are. Like even the kids who like quote unquote mature stuff back then. That was the
Majora's
aim. Was that
Mask, Twilight
it was
Princess were more mature, more darker tone. But
Way
the
darker.
ones that got people into Zelda were all kids.
Right.
Even Ocarina of Time, very kiddie. Dark tones, if you were educated enough to know.
oh
But
man, there's some messed up stuff inside Ocarina when you actually find out.
exactly. Especially like when you grow up and go between time and you see certain people aren't there, and then you look at the backstory and
Well,
figure
yeah,
out why they're not there
you
anymore.
go to the well, and
And
it's
then
like
you
there's the stuff in the well that's like bloodied and but there was corpses in the Japanese version, but they
and
don't have it in the American version.
So at
Remember-
the end of the day, it's primarily a kid system, and even if you ask parents, just a random parent anywhere, they're like, "Hey, well, I'm gonna get this for the kid." You know, like it just really is what it is. PlayStation did have a lot of colorful, kid-friendly games, but the majority of the platform's charm was that it had games that were bridge the different age groups. You had kid games, but you had a lot of teenager games. You had a lot of teenager games, but you also had a lot of mature games. You know, so it was a system for every age group. While Nintendo, and this is why they didn't outsell the PS1, was a system primarily for just one age group. And that's why they got beat with the PS1, and that's also why they got beat with the PS2. Where, in my personal opinion, there are a lot of games on the GameCube that I believe looked better than and have better graphics than the PS2. But at the end of the day, when I finally came back to PlayStation full time and I got my hands on the PS2, I didn't care about the graphics. I cared about the games. And at the end of the day, that's why PlayStation beat Nintendo 2 generations back to back, because they had the games.
Yep, they did until they screwed up and didn't.
Until they didn't.
Yeah.
We want them to get back to where they used to be, but it's everybody's job, Brian. It's not your job continuously saying, I wish this came back, I wish this came back, I wish this came back. I've been around YouTube for a long time, and you're not the only person that does it. Shit, even I do it. But you guys continuously saying, I want this to come back without realistically assessing why. Okay, you want it to come back because it reminds you of the good days. Okay, that's cool.
It does.
But realistically, if it came back today, would other people join? How many people would join? Would it be enough people joining so that these games would be fully funded and maybe they bring it back full time? No. There's
Depends on
some
the game.
games.
It really does. Like
Yes.
Metal Gear got lucky.
Yeah.
Metal Gear is legendary. That's the outcome that was always going to happen. There was no outcome in history where that was not going to happen. That game was going to be supported no matter what. They did a good job visually. They kept the integrity to the game. They did it. And all the fans had to do was buy the fucking game. And the fans did what they did. But,
and I did exactly what I wanted to do.
I don't know who asked for a Medieval remake.
I was surprised when I saw it announced. I was like, huh. I didn't ask for this, but I'll buy
Sony
it.
needs to do better research on their real fans, or they will be losing a lot of money and they will be very confused. They put games on PC,
what was
but
asked for?
they listen to people on a computer saying, I want this game on PC, but did you do any research to figure out if those are real people behind those accounts?
That's what I'm saying.
You know what was asked for? And THQ listened? The SpongeBob ones. that SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom remake happened.
Oh, yeah.
It sold extremely well, and they made 2 games after that. The second game's coming out in November.
That's
I'm
a
buying that shit.
no-brainer. It's good that they
Exactly.
listen. It's really good that they listen, but it's also a no-brainer. It's SpongeBob. Shit's gonna sell.
Yes, it will. And it did.
I think that there are
It's
some
cheap,
games
too.
that PlayStation, if they brought back, they could do good. I think that the fans want PlayStation to show them what they were like during the PS3. Sadly, a lot of people that want that, they weren't there with the PS3, so they don't know what they were missing. And they want Sony to desperately re-release those games that they missed out on. Resistance,
They also made it cheap,
Killzone,
too.
SOCOM. Like these shooting games that people keep asking for, a lot of people ask for them because they didn't play them. You never got the chance to play them. You know? A lot of people loved Twisted Metal, and they wanted a new one, and we were on the verge of having a new one. And we know this because we had a show. Why the fuck would they make the show and not have a new game? And they canceled it because they looked at their statistics and they saw that the PC fans would not support that game because it's not a game they grew up with.
I just wish they stopped caring about the. Well, I mean, it's just how it is, but I just wish.
I wish they would stop caring about PC too, but
Same,
their
man.
whole strategy revolves around PC. They believe
that's
that they can't execute the live service strategy without PC. Same thing happened with the Spider-Man multiplayer. If they would have brought that game out, PC fans just would have cheated. They would have unlocked all the skins. They would have leaked out all the information. They would have ruined the game for all of us.
Now, I don't blame Nintendo. Never gonna put their game on PC at all. I don't blame Nintendo.
Nah, man. They make their money where they make it, you know? Why would they go and spread their wings to someone else?
Listen to the PC community. These
I
dudes
said-
are
I
fucking
wish-
liars, bro.
I wish Sony was like them, like Nintendo.
Well, they were tricked. Everybody gets tricked. You've got tricked probably a whole shitload of times. I know I have. We all get tricked. People lie all the time. And they got tricked. We got to remember, there are a lot of old people that's running a company, and it's a lot of young people that know what they need to say in order to get old people's attention. And that's exactly what happened.
Oh yeah, because most of the
They
most of the
said
companies.
keywords that these investors were looking for, and they got the investors' attention. A lot of them on the older side, and they was like, "Well, Sony, there's a whole diverse, different, majority over here. They may want your game. They keep saying they want your game. Maybe we should try it out." 5 years go by, and they're only making 2% from PC. And that's without Helldivers. Which means next year they're standing to lose even more and make even less. There's not going to be another Helldivers or Helldivers 3 for the next a good amount, 4 or 5 years from now. There's nothing else that they're putting on PC next year. Grand Theft Auto is going to make people on PC not buy anything from PlayStation because they're going to go to PlayStation so they can make sure they can play Grand Theft Auto. So a lot of revenue from the PC ports won't exist because there's no more PC ports to put on PC. They already put 20 plus games on PC in 5 years. They got nothing new to put over there except for Death Stranding 2 and Ghost of Yotai. And if you paid attention with the anti-woke coalition, they do not like Ghost of Yotai. So once that game goes to PC, it will flop. Death Stranding 2 may do some numbers, but Death Stranding 1 didn't do good either. So they're going to be making less than 2% from PC revenue between now and next year at the same time. Again, they listen to the wrong people. And they're wasting a lot of time and resources that could have went into bringing your favorite games back from the dead. But we'll never know because they wasted so much time and money on the wrong platform.
It's honestly
I
sad.
see you, Lorenzo. I see y'all in the chat. You want SOCOM back. You want Infamous back. You want Siphon Filter back. You want Killzone back. I know y'all want all these games back. But the reason why we don't have it, remember.
Be right back, yo.
Okay. Remember, the reason why we don't have these games is because that money that they invested in PC could have went into bringing your games back. But they wasted that money trying to make PC fans feel like they gave a fuck. Does Sony give a fuck about PC? Yes. In regards to making profits. Are PC fans smarter than Sony? Yes. They tricked a whole billion-dollar fucking company, a multi-billion-dollar company, into putting games on a platform that's full of fucking trolls. They tricked a multi-billion-dollar company into putting games on a platform where individuals steal games. They don't buy them. They got trolled. And I could have swore there was somebody on YouTube for a multitude of years, almost 10 years, telling the entire gaming community who these individuals were. This person tried to save PlayStation so that they could give you some of the best games you remember. But nobody wanted to listen. I remember I used to call them something, and everybody laughed at me. I kept calling them PC port begging trolls, and a lot of people kept saying, why do you keep putting trolls at the end of the name? I said, I'm putting trolls at the end of the name because they're trolling you. They don't give a fuck about what they're begging for. They're not going to buy the games if they have access to them. And what did Sony do? They gave them access to the game. And what happened? We learned that they're not buying the games.
I'm back.
I hear you, Brian. We learned that they're not buying the games. Wasted time and money on some fucking trolls. I wish that the PlayStation gaming community was a real fucking community 5-10 years ago, and they actually listened to people like me, man. If they would have listened to motherfuckers like me, we would have been standing together against fucking trolls. But no, a lot of y'all thought them as not a threat. Y'all thought that these guys were no threat to you as a PlayStation console gamer, and you were sadly fucking mistaken. Sony focused so much on them. Like I said, we got 2 fucking games this year. 2 exclusive games. Death Stranding 2 and Ghost of Yotai. Now, Death Stranding 2, I did not complete yet. It's a beautiful game. It has amazing music so far. Amazing voice actors and actors. I know it's going to be a great game once I get back on it and finish it. The saddest thing about it, though, is that we don't have any sales for that game. That game came out months ago. We don't have a single sales projection for Death Stranding 2.
We have nothing from them, but Konami was quick to tell you that 1 million Metal Gear was sold.
Exactly. So, you gotta look at whatever you think Death Stranding 2 sold on PlayStation 5 and subtract 80% from that. And I'm being generous there. And that's the percentage that will sell on PC. Realistically, subtract 90%. And that's what it'll sell on PC. Maybe 10% of what it sold on PlayStation. And that's again, it could be way worse than that. I mean, when it comes to Ghost of Yotai, you subtract 97% from what it's going to sell on PlayStation, and that's what it's going to sell on PC. I don't think y'all even believe what I'm saying. Let me prove to you guys that I know what I'm talking about. So right now, underneath your nose, there is a anti-woke coalition that is very PC-centric, and these individuals are calling for the full boycott of Ghost of Yotai. The weird thing is that it's not because of Charlie Kirk. It happened way before Charlie Kirk, and these individuals have been calling for the boycott of the game. So, you don't believe me? There we go. He said, Mighty Keith asks, how is Ghost of Yotai Ghost of Yotai woke? So Ghost of Yotai, it's coming out next month. This video was a month ago. Now, Charlie Kirk died last week. He got assassinated last week. This video is a month old. So look, I'm just letting y'all know. Look at this one right here. Ghost of Woketai is another DEI disaster. This video is 2 months old. So when I say that the anti-woke coalition, which is headed up by a lot of PC-centric
What's up, Jay? My
gamers.
bad. I realized stuff to take care of.
Okay, that's all right. When I say that the anti-woke coalition that's headed up by a lot of PC-centric gamers are already attacking Ghost of Yotai way before Charlie Kirk passed away, y'all need to understand that they're not going to buy the game.
Oh yeah, the game's dead.
Yeah, they're not going to buy the game on PC. So, yeah, this game is going to have to sell really, really good on PlayStation from the PlayStation community, because if they try to bring this game over to PC, which maybe Sony is stubborn and is dumb as shit, we're going to get to that in a little bit, and that they do bring it over, it's not going to sell anything. Now, how many flops does it take for Sony to fucking pay attention? Back in the day, only 2. Yeah, only 2 fucking flops, and then Sony fucking got their shit and abandoned ship, whatever it was. There's 2 flops from Evolution Studios that made MotorStorm and Drive Club. Bam! Abandoned. Cancel all future products. They closed down the studio and they pretended like they never existed. So, hey, it is what it is, man. Let's see. Here's another video. It says Ghost of Yotai director dodges question on game being woke 4 months ago. So I'm just letting y'all know. This is just like, here we go. Geeks plus gamers. So about Ghost of Yotai, again, this guy is, very anti-woke, and that's not a problem with me. But he obviously also plays on PC. He's not going to be able to buy the game when it comes out next month anyway, because he plays predominantly on PC. So he's not going to buy the game. And this is what I don't understand from PlayStation. They don't have anybody inside their company that would let them know this is the shit that goes on in the console war is why you're fucking taking L's financially on a PC. Like, you're not paying attention to who these people are, what they're associated with, and them telling you already months in advance they're not going to buy your game.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. They need to hire you.
Yeah, that'd be nice, but they're probably not going to do that.
I'm serious. Like,
again, here's another this one from the Trent Report 4 months ago. Ghost of Yotai directors respond to woke accusations. Again, I have nothing against the anti-woke coalition. I'm actually with these guys. I don't want woke stuff in my video games, but most of them are PC centric, and that means that they're speaking for the PC community. And they're letting Sony know, even though they're not paying attention, that they're not going to buy your game. And then you put your game over there anyway.
Clear as day.
They did the same thing with the Last of Us games. They were never going to buy The Last of Us Part 2. They were a part of the community that helped spread The Last of Us Part 2 rumors and leaks. And when they put Last of Us Part 2 on PC, it did not sell at all. Sony is getting frustrated with the PC community, but this right here, the PC community, the anti-woke, they're one and the same. And if you can't read that, you're always going to come up short. So I want to go.
Only the problem is reading the room. That's why.
Because they don't know where the book is. You're 100% right. They have a problem reading a room because they don't know where the book is hidden. Let me go over here to some of these. So these right here, there's 3 screenshots we're going to take a look at of them confirming that they're moving on. We're finally getting to this part, and it's good that TrueWitty finally came back. So let's just go get to this part, right? Now, I put my picture on the right-hand side for dramatic effect because this is a wallpaper I'm using to just as a reply to PC fans if they want to come up against me. And a lot of them have not said anything about this because they don't want to acknowledge it. Now, let me read this in full. It says, but interestingly, it is in its latest corporate report, the firm has removed game revenue beyond console from its list of strategically emphasized indicators. If you don't know what that means, it means is they're not talking about multi-platform revenue anymore. One of the major reasons, and we covered it earlier in the stream, is that they don't make enough to talk about it. If you're going to continue to talk about revenue that is fluctuating between 2% and 3%, eventually the shareholders will understand that it's a lost cause and they're going to abandon it. So now they're not going to talk about that segment anymore. Now, me and Truity, and we have been covering this segment for a very long time. We have been looking for them to cover more of the multi-platform or PC revenue, right? I think in the first 2 to 3 years, they had segments in their financials in the earlier part of the year that they were covering. It was after the third time that they cut it off the fourth time. We're now in the 5th year, and now they're getting rid of the segment altogether. 5 years of putting games on PC. I think they understand it's not working. Let me read the second part. This is very important. There's no real difference in the document to explain why Sony has removed game revenue from beyond console as strategically emphasized indicator, but it's absolutely worth noting in a financial let me read that again. There's no real difference in the document to explain why Sony has removed game revenue beyond console as a strategically emphasized indicator, but it's absolutely worth noting that in financial year 2024, multi-platform releases accounted for just 2% of PlayStation's overall revenue. So, they say 2%. This is what they say. They say 2%. I looked at the revenue for 2025 without Helldivers too, and that's 2%. Because in 2025, they're still accounting that Helldivers made enough to go over 2%, but they didn't. That was a part of last year where they almost hit 3%, but they didn't. So that website confirmed that in 2024, they were still at 2%. Between when they were at 2% and Helldivers did what it did, it was at a point where it was either close to 3% or at 3%. Now, Helldivers has been out for over a year, and it's not selling as fast or as hard as it used to be. So now it's probably back down to 2% from the revenue from other platforms, whether it's Nintendo Switch 2, PC, or Xbox. Now, PlayStation has different games on these 3 different platforms that are not their own. The fact is that if they're only making 2% revenue from 3 different platforms of different games, that means this whole strategy is ass. They're making the same amount that they always were. And at a certain point in time, when they stop releasing any games on any other platform, they'll fall below 2%. So at this point in time, they're letting you know already they're not making no money. And because of
They're not
that,
going to report on it. Clearly not.
exactly, because of that, they took out the revenue beyond console. Because they're not making a lot of money from beyond console. Now, I know Totoki. I know he's old school. I know that he's looking at this and saying, well, we're not making money. Why are we still putting our games over there? And he's making the decision we're not going to put our games over there. Why do you think I'm saying this? You think I'm saying this and he hasn't said this? No. I got the proof. Let me read this right here. So this is what this says. It says, while this featured prominently in 2024's version of the same document, the platform holder now cites the following as key measures. PS5 hardware units sold globally. PlayStation monthly active users. Total gameplay hours. This aligns with the current with the comments from the company has made in the past, where it talked about a greater focus on engagement. But it clearly understands that hardware sales are its primarily path to monthly active users. And how do you sell hardware? You have to have exclusives. If you keep promoting that your game is everywhere else, who the fuck is going to want to buy your console? PlayStation has to go back to selling exclusives. They have to go back to making good exclusives, because there's no reason to buy a fucking PlayStation if you can play those fucking games elsewhere.
Facts.
PC tricked Sony into being a multi-platform puppet. That is what
That's a funny way of saying it. That's a funny way of saying it.
It's true. They tricked them. We all know it. They tricked him. So I want everybody to know that PlayStation changing their stance on where they want to focus is all because the last 5 years.
59% of people in that thing said it's all good. That PlayStation kids go to PC. Nigga, what is wrong with y'all people?
It's not good at all.
You read that wrong.
49%. No, 49%. Still 49% of y'all. Bro, come on, bro.
Mine says 47%, and it says 52% says no, PlayStation needs
It changed. But it was 49 a second ago.
It's probably some PC trolls messing with the voting. You guys can do what you do best. We already know you're here. Look, man, y'all can mess with the poll all you want, but if you don't buy these games on PC, Sony's gonna drop you. Sony has no problem dropping you. Trust me, they dropped their own platform, which was the PS3. They dropped their own platform, which was the Vita. They dropped their own games, which was MotorStorm and Killzone and SOCOM and Resistance and Infamous. Sony will drop you if they're not making that money. Trust me. I'm not begging you to buy these games. You don't have to buy these games. You can fuck around and find out how much they're going to drop you, man. Trust me, 5 years and only 2%? They're only making 2% from you guys, and y'all told me y'all were the kings of the jungle. Developers put games on PC to make tons of money, but you only accounted for 2%. And y'all need to understand that's including Xbox, and that's also no, not Xbox. That's including what's the name? Nintendo and Nintendo and PC. Because Helldivers 2 had not launched on Xbox when this information was counted. It just launched on Xbox. So there's no way they counted these numbers up. But I want y'all to understand one major thing is that that's about to be funny. Y'all need to understand one major thing. And that major thing is that Sony is now woke, and I don't mean that woke. I mean they're awakened to the fact that you guys are trolls. They know not to take you seriously anymore, and they also know not to listen to you anymore. They put almost 20 of their biggest blockbusters from first party, second party, and third party exclusives. Games that they used to lock down like Final Fantasy and Persona that they allowed to not be locked down, and they also had those games on your platform. And why am I saying Sony? Well, because these games used to be locked down, so they kept track of the sales. They're still keeping track of the sales because their third party partners are letting them know it's not selling on PC. But now you're stuck as a third-party developer. Not Sony, but Atlas. You can't go back to putting games only on PlayStation. So, it sucks for you to find out the hard way that the PC community is not to be trusted. But I tried to tell y'all. So many fucking years I tried to tell y'all. Don't trust them, dudes.
All because they wanted a little bit extra from Xbox that doesn't exist.
I think it is trolls. And for you to say you don't think it's trolls, that's kind of weird because, you know, I've been managing this account for like 12 years, so I would definitely understand when trolls are going to be here, especially when I'm calling them out in the title. And also calling them out in the poll. So, yeah, I would kind of understand that they would want to make their presence known. So, yeah, it is trolls. Trust me, I've done this trap before. It's called a troll trap.
You know me, I play on PC a little bit, but I never had in my life begged for like ports.
You're making yourself known, man. I'm letting you know. You're making yourself known. I see you.
Oh.
The next step, I'm going to check your channel. I'm just letting you know. You're making yourself known, bro.
Speaking too much.
Oh, no. Oh, nothing. I was just saying, I like PlayStation even more because I play PlayStation a lot more.
Let me read this, Van Drake. Let me read what you just said. Just you know, you're not a mod.
Is an old generation. No, nigga.
Yeah,
no.
I'm gonna read it. Don't worry, I'm gonna read it out. So first of all, you're not a mod and you're not a member of the channel, so you're sticking out like a sore thumb, right? So I'm gonna read what you just told the Truity. You said exclusives is an older generation thing. These younger kids nowadays, they don't give a fuck about an exclusive. Yes, they do. That's why they asked mommy and daddy to get them a Nintendo Switch so they can play Mario Kart. Because Mario Kart is exclusive. They want a Nintendo game so they can play the new 3D Mario. Because Mario is exclusive. They want a Nintendo Switch so they can play the new Donkey Kong. Because Donkey Kong is exclusive. They know.
Oh, that game's so good.
They know. Look, we were all kids once.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta go where the games are. We know we can't go get a PlayStation and play Mario Kart.
Of course.
We know this.
At the end, exclusive.
I saw in my local Walmart. I saw a kid do the unthinkable. There's a Nintendo Switch. If you watch my videos, you saw the Nintendo Switch is across from the PlayStation kiosk, right at the Walmart near my house. When I went there, Astrobot had a playable demo. The kid is playing Astrobot, but there's a fully functional Nintendo Switch 2 behind him with Mario Kart World. Why is he playing Astrobot?
Because Astrobot's fun.
Hey, you know what? You know what would be good though, Jay? An Astrobot car racer.
Oh
yeah, they should definitely get working on that.
That's free money right there.
See if Nintendo try to patent that. Patent kart racers.
There's too many car races being made by multiple different companies.
Hey, don't tease them with a good time. Nintendo loves using their lawyers.
I ain't gonna say you because they might. Oh hell no!
Nintendo, I'm letting you know it, man.
Next time they send them ninjas and lawyers to come and
Exactly. Don't
take that style away. Oh man, what are you gonna do next? Patent freaking racing nigga? Like the fuck?
No way. I hope one day.
Nintendo does some crazy stuff, so just don't think they wouldn't.
Yeah.
Always think that they would.
Hey guys, I'll be right back. Gotta go.
Okay, man.
Gotta go.
Bro, that's not a fact. That's not a fact. Gamers do care about exclusives. Like what? Which part of this faction are you even on? Why do you let me ask you something. Why do you think people wait for for a freaking Nintendo Direct? Why do you think people wait for a PlayStation showcase, nigga? It's for the
Crazy
first party
because
game.
we never watched the latest Nintendo Direct because a lot of that stuff happened around Charlie Kirk's
the Charlie Kirk
assassination.
situation, yeah.
Like they were able to do the Direct, announce the fucking that they have the patent for Monster Hunter.
They did that all on everybody's
Yeah, they
nose.
did that all around the Charlie Kirk assassination. They did not stop working, bro. They didn't. Okay, so let's go take a look.
No, it's not an older generation thing, nigga. It's a normal thing,
It's
nigga.
a normal
People,
thing. Like, okay, I'm gonna tell you this, right? I was a kid 80,000 years ago, so trust me, I know this stuff. And kids do it today because they have all of this stuff set up. You gotta go to McDonald's and order a fucking pizza? No, you're gonna ask mom and dad to go to fucking Papa John's or Pizza Hut or Little Caesar. They know where things are located. When we were younger, we wanted to go to McDonald's because they had certain toys. And then some days we wanted our parents to go to Burger King because they had certain toys. They were exclusive to those restaurants. I want you to understand that not only did we get something to eat from those restaurants, our parents, because they drove us there, they said, why not? I'll get something to eat because we already here. So not only are you getting a purchase for that company because you wanted that exclusive toy in your Happy Meal or your kids' meal if you were a Burger King, your parent is picking up some food too. And maybe both of your parents. And maybe if you have sisters and brothers or cousins in the car, everybody getting food. That's a big chunk of money that's going to that company because of an exclusive toy, because of what a kid wants. Kids are smart. You may be thinking about teenagers. It might be a little on the slower side because all they do is TikTok. But kids are smart.
How do you think a console sells in the beginning? How do you think the Steam box failed so badly? Because they have
why
no
do you think
exclusive.
every kid wants a fucking iPhone? Exclusive features.
Yeah, they got exclusive features.
Bro,
and
they're
the
not
other,
stupid, bro. They know what the fuck they're doing. Exclusives are all around you. It's not just video games. It's all around you. And kids, they pretty much set the tone for certain things. YouTube has shorts, which are basically TikTok types videos, but when TikTok got popular, everybody wanted to do it. So YouTube got the shorts, and then you had stories. You already had stories on fucking Instagram.
Got shorts now.
Yeah, Facebook got shorts now too. Like, bro, it was exclusive to TikTok, but everybody wanted it.
Nigga, Nintendo made freaking catching monsters like exclusive, nigga. Like, nigga, everyone likes exclusives, bro. What is wrong with you?
Yeah,
Where are you coming from with this?
Let me see where this. I'm trying to figure out where's the full Nintendo Direct. Am I losing it? No, it was 4 days ago. There we go. Oh boy, I'm gonna. Let's see if I lower. Did I lower it though? No, it's not lowered down. It's just muted. I think it's just muted purposely. Let me see.
Dash, slash, and clash in these games.
Hey guys, you guys still there?
Yep, not going nowhere. So they showed off Mortal Kombat Collection. They showed off Final Fantasy for third-party partners.
Battle foes
they showed this game. I don't even know what this is. Oh, I already know about this. This is Hades.
You know my wish. You know I've been wishing.
So
okay.
Hold on. Wishing what?
Hold on. Just whatever you about to think of. Just hold on, man. I'm going over this list of what they showed at the Nintendo Direct, so we don't have to keep covering it.
That's enough for one day. Time for me.
What is
to
this?
head
Dragon
back to
Quest.
the
This is
castle.
Dragon Quest. Okay.
And remember, not a word about this place to.
Oh yeah, the
Dragon
Nintendo
Quest
Direct.
7 remake was so good.
Is this going to all platforms or is it exclusive?
It's all, so you can play it. It looks so good though.
Yeah.
It's finally freed from 3DS prison. So they did a remake of Dragon Quest 7 for 3DS a few years ago or whatever, like 5 or 6 years ago. I bought it, but it's like now it's completely freed from prison. So you can play it too.
So they really brought back the Virtual Boy.
You'll need this dedicated accessory. This recreates the form of the original Virtual Boy hardware.
Wasn't that shit very harmful to your fucking eyes back then?
Both Nintendo
Oh, they changed
Yes,
it.
it was. That's why I'm like,
Nintendo
why
Switch are supported.
Virtual Boy is bad for your eyes. Why they brought it back?
And that shit all in red. Oh nah, bro. And I love red, bro. No, bro. I'm good. But I know those Nintendo fans, they love it, anything that Nintendo does, so they're gonna pick it up. No. I'm gonna wonder why they need bifocals by the age of fucking 20.
Where will the crimson
Yo, Jay, I was about to say, man, your voice reminds me of the dude from Boondocks, Pip named Sitback.
Yeah.
Pip named Slipback. Yes.
If he said, if you said that, bro, you would sound just like him, bro.
He's bifocals by the age of 20.
Take some time to unwind in your home.
I'm just looking at all of this stuff. I mean, Nintendo's Direct, bro. This one was supposed to be really, really hyped up, and I don't feel like they did a lot. I'm looking at the Metroid game, and I think this could have looked better. Is this running on Switch or Switch 2?
It's both, Switch 1 and 2.
But they don't know
which
version. Yeah, but the footage they're showing, is it for Switch 1? Or is this running on Switch 2?
I have no idea. The graphics are going to be the same.
Though.
It's going to be Resolution.
Yeah, it looks good. You got motorcycles and shit.
Yep, the graphics are going to be the same across both versions.
Yeah, Metroid Prime was always a good game, bro. I like the new outfits. That's pretty cool.
That's what makes me want to get a Switch 2 for that one.
Yeah, Metroid Prime was always
just wait and pick it up later. Just get your finances in line first. Get everything else first.
Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Anything else? What's this?
This is where you're from, DK?
Oh, this is Donkey Kong. Oh, the Donkey Kong. They got additional content. This is the Donkey Kong island from Donkey Kong 64. It's pretty cool.
Yep.
You know, Jay, I was waiting for you
dope.
to do this. I was waiting for you to do the reaction of the Nintendo game. Good that you're doing it now.
And if you finish the main game
That's
story,
that's
dope.
Void Kong will offer you a position in the ranks of the Void Company.
What do you think?
Your mission? Collect as much shiny green ore as you can in Emerald Rush.
Yep, get ready to pay $20 for nostalgia, basically. I'm not paying that. I'm sorry.
Course. So that's like
I'm not doing that.
The game is $70, right?
Yeah.
Gain and stack perks.
Yeah, the game's $70, and did you know that it comes with like 10, 20 maps or some shit? The game is expansive, but then they want to charge you $20 for DKI one map, and I'm like, what the hell is this? This should have been like post-launch free content.
You know, same thing with Pokemon games. They would be charging $30 for the DLC.
But fossil and vanadium gem locations stay the same.
And it's weird because that one map is not like proportional to that money. This is not Xenoblade where you're getting a 30-hour game equivalent or more for $20. Which, by the way, that's what every Xenoblade expansion does. $20, and you get like a 30-hour experience added on. Usually.
They're gonna try to get you with that nostalgia. I see.
Take on the challenge.
Yep, they'll try to get people with that nostalgia for DK Island on 64.
The Donkey Kong Bonanza.
That's how Nintendo get their fans.
Paid DLC launches on
Paid
Nintendo.
DLC,
I'm not advocating for that one. I do not advocate for that DLC. I advocate for the Xenoblade expansions DLC because
rated R.
It's literally like the whole of the game each time they do it.
Waiting to be shaped.
I'm confused. What's
Like
this?
Xenoblade 3
Pokemon.
had the DLC before that was expansion or a prequel.
What the fuck is this? That's a new Pokemon game?
You mean the Legends game or whatever?
By learning
or the
Ditto. Ditto is doing some weird shit.
Squirtle's water gun.
Oh, it's their Animal Crossing clone.
As nature
It's an
flourishes,
Animal Crossing clone.
so do the Pokemon.
Yes. If you didn't know, the Pokemon Company and Nintendo are not the same entity.
I know.
The Pokemon Company is who requests Nintendo to put those patents in. Nintendo only owns a 30% stake.
Collect rocks and wood to build with.
So this is like Animal Crossing meets Minecraft meets Pokemon.
Till the fields
Yep.
and grow delicious crops. Build homes for the Pokemon
Oh, see,
you meet.
Pokemon Pikachu is there. Okay, I'm about to say, where the fuck
There's
Pikachu?
so much to do here.
But yeah, Pokemon Company wants in on some of that money that Animal Crossing generates.
That's
That
pretty
shit
dope.
sold
I
43
mean,
million.
I like that. That's pretty cool.
Go at your own pace. And you'll have a wonderful space before you know
Still
it.
can't believe that Animal Crossing sold 43 million copies. That's insane.
That's what exclusive do for you, man.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
It's going nowhere
I
else.
wonder-
Nowhere.
I'm
It's the only one place you can get it.
There's like a Animal Crossing game on PlayStation, but it doesn't have the multiplayer sector. But it looks better, but it doesn't have multiplayer, and it's like fucking $4 now because nobody picked it up by indie dev. Really good, really good.
Human
But
appearance builds a new life. with
just like
others.
you
It's on the wrong.
yeah, I mean, if it would have had that multiplayer element, and also if it would have launched near the pandemic where everybody was stuck at home and got that free promotion, you know. A lot of content creators connecting with fans and stuff. Right time, right place.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like this new Pokemon game.
Well, Pokemon CA.
Yeah, it looks weird.
Yep, I ain't touching that. And I bought Arceus.
It looked like it's too much going on. I think they should have kept it classic. But they wanted to change it
Those
so they could do
Legends
the...
games,
Huh?
Legends games are experimental on purpose.
I might get it, but I don't know.
What they're doing with this one is they basically copied Xenoblade for their combat system.
So what does that mean?
So if you didn't know, Xenoblade has real-time combat like an MMO, where you're going around and hitting an enemy or whatever with aim attacks and arts and stuff. Your Pokemon's moves are like arts in real time. You can dodge and do attacks basically. So if you dodge the attack, you're like just moving to a different location, the attack can miss from the enemy, for example. You control the Pokemon.
Oh yeah, that's when they showed the new Pikachu evolutions, the new Raichu evolution. They got silly because like, why would you give him two tails and why make his ears look like that? Like, I feel like that's just, they don't know what to do with the designs anymore. They're kind of looking like AI designs, even though they're the real Pokemon company, and that's a crazy thing. So at least nobody that does try to rip them off can make those designs because they already got those designs.
Ultimate comeback.
Arceus was only because of Diamond and Pearl, really, for me. Because it was the older designs.
Trapped in a murderous game. After each
These new designs are not it.
A heated class trial will begin. In high-speed detective action, you'll shoot down contradictions and counter.
But this one? Nah, I'm not even doing this one. I got Digimon. Fuck that.
Monster Hunter Stories. Let's see some gameplay. This shit got lost in the sauce because I just now for the first time saw this
They
game.
have gameplay of Monster Hunter Stories.
Yeah, and the Nintendo Direct, but it got lost in the sauce because nobody, I guess they didn't allow anybody to show it off. I'm like, damn, bro, it looks good. It looks really good. But so, which means it's gonna look even better for PS5.
However, a strange phenomenon that causes petrification now threatens the world. It's up to you to venture forth and
I'm
find
fucking
the
with this,
source of
bro.
the
I
danger
can't wait to make see what the character creation looks like because they did such a good job on 1 and 2.
Raise your monsties.
Oh yeah, they still got the similar thing. Yeah, dope.
Whatever stands in your path.
It looked like they going straight for 30 frames per second on Switch, bro.
Monster Hunter Stories 3, Twisted Reflection, soars onto Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah, I can't wait for this. I can't wait for this.
March 13th. Damn. It's crazy because this was 4 days ago and they still didn't allow PlayStation to show a real 4K version of that game, bro.
What else do you think they could manage? Can't manage any more than that.
Bro, why that game look better than all their Pokemon and better than all their...
When is it out?
March 13th, 2026.
So it actually has a date now and a release date. Oh, wow. Okay.
That's so fucking...
Pokemon?
Bro, that's the lamest. I be hate when Nintendo do that, bro. And nobody fucking says shit about when Nintendo does that shit. They do that dumb shit all the fucking time, bro. I swear on everything. So the game's multi-platform, but they keeping a fucking revealed exclusive? It was 4 days ago, right?
They have the marketing, I think. I think they have the marketing right.
That's cool. If you want the fucking game to flop. Bro, up until this very moment, I didn't even think the game had gameplay yet. That's my first time seeing the gameplay. And I looked on PlayStation's channel, they don't have anything.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's funny because Nintendo.
Oh, you know what? No, hold on, Jay. You know what? You know why it is? Because Nintendo still focuses on exclusive. They had it on their platform. They're not gonna let the trailer go anywhere else. Why? Because they want people to think it's exclusive to their platform, even though it's not. But it's true though. It's true.
It's true, but it's still illegal. That's stupid as fuck. I mean, I'm excited about the game, but it's like, I know that's not the true quality of the game. Look, I'm going to go check over on Monster Hunter and just check, but I don't think that they got the true quality, but I'm going to check. I'm going to check out this trailer.
One thing I know about Nintendo, they're going to be missing that Grand Theft Auto 6 next year.
And Battlefield 6 this year.
Monsters are the portent of disaster.
Thank God I got a PS5. I might upgrade to a PS5 Pro.
But well, it's already too late. Never mind. I was about to say better do it quick, but the price already went up.
This shit looks so fucking good.
Just get the sets It'll get all the trophies.
Hey, bro! Hold on, bro. You got a new cat. And the nigga don't look goofy now. He got...
Oh, no.
I think that's Navi Root, and that nigga don't look goofy. He don't look too goofy this time around. I fucks with this. Yeah, I fucks with this. I fucks with
And plus, by the way, Jay, your character talks now.
The only talk I
Well,
hear of Lady Amara is as the
I was
founder
wondering
of the
if it
Rangers
is Navi Root or is it just a new cat?
monsters.
Because you
If
can make your cat talk on Monster Hunter Wild if you select it to.
Yeah, I know.
This looks good. This looks so good. Beautiful. This may be the next gen version because this looks different than the trailer we just saw. Yeah, this looks different than the trailer we just saw from Nintendo. Damn, bro. Well, you already know I'm about to go hard on part 2 now. So it's coming to Nintendo Switch 2, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. They're stretching themselves thin, however, we will see. Because it is a single player game, it's probably got multiplayer elements for versus mode, but it seems like it's much more open world than I've ever seen.
Yep.
Let's go take a look at Nintendo's
You know what I like?
trailer.
Trails of the Sky is all one map. If you noticed, there's no loading areas in houses and stuff.
Oh, and I love it.
And that's on a Switch 1. It looks identical. Actually, I tested it on Switch 1 because they have the demo.
This is like what we wanted from Zelda. Like it is it weird because it has a similar artistic style, but it's much better than Breath of the Wild, and it looks more fluid. It's the evolution of cell shade graphics, which I love so much, man. It's such a beautiful sight to see. Okay, so that's the release date trailer, but the gameplay that they showed off, that was that might have only been exclusive to Nintendo's Nintendo Direct, because that was extended gameplay, and we don't see it in the release date trailer. You're probably right that Nintendo has the marketing rights, but I don't think it's necessarily going to help them this time around. Yeah, I think that might harm the game because...
Oh, definitely harm the game because everyone...
Because you do want it to finally branch out, and it's... Monster Hunter is branching out on its own. Just look at this. Look at this. This look good. But sadly, this is still running on Switch, so we don't know how good it will look on a PS5 or PS5 Pro. I can already see quality dips that I know are not a part of the PS5 version. I know this.
The reason they bought that marketing rights is because they want...
Because I'm seeing blurriness on my eyes, and I think that's 1080p. But this is a direct feed trailer. But if it's a direct feed trailer for Nintendo, it makes sense that it's probably going to be 1080p. The Switch 2 could possibly do 4K 60 if they wanted to, but I don't know.
Like Metroid's 4K 60. It depends on the game.
We'll see. We'll see. It looks great. Regardless, the gameplay, the art style, everything looks great. That shit looks fucking phenomenal. Oh, man. March, huh? January, February, March. Damn.
Right next to GTA. Why would they do that? Why would they keep doing that to themselves? Oh no, keep forgetting
GTA
GTA
is
moved.
supposed to be at the end of July of next year, so they
Yeah,
have about 3
I keep forgetting
months.
they moved.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting they freaking moved.
And then we don't know if they're gonna move again. Damn, bro. That's crazy. I mean, I'm excited about 3, but I'm a little disappointed that all the marketing and promotion gonna be with Nintendo, which means I need to go look at Nintendo's channel to see a quite possibly downgraded version compared to PS5 or PS5 Pro version, which probably isn't going to be the final version because that's not the version I'm going to be playing. So that kind of sucks. Sony didn't post Yotai trailer on Twitter.
Oh, by the way, in Japan, they have an exclusive version of the Direct with 16 additional games. For some reason.
Do you know what the games were?
Yeah, one of them was the Mega Man Star Force collection, which is going to be coming to PlayStation.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, I saw that somewhere on Twitter. I was like, what the? Okay.
Yeah, that's a cop. Definitely
we can go take a look at the new Ghost of Yotai trailer. Let's go take a look. I think I watched it earlier. It's called 1000 Blades of Death. Let's go see what's going on over here. It's still a pass for me. Oh yeah, I remember watching this earlier. It's pretty much more the same. Just combat and, you know, trying to get you excited about the game. Okay, so that was the trailer. Somebody in the comment section says Sony didn't post Yotai trailer on Twitter. Laugh out loud. PS4 game. Now, Sony normally doesn't always post PlayStation games on their Twitter account, but what game is a PS4 game? Spiritual Soul. Yeah, no doubt it's gonna be dope, man. Still getting skipped.
Big skip.
Again, let the record show that my decision to skip the game was way before the passing of Charlie Kirk. Way before.
Tell you what, man, these games are getting so expensive. $70, $80.
That's not the reason why I'm skipping a game.
Oh. And then again,
That's the
though,
reality. Choose or wait for a sale. And that's exactly what I do. I just choose the ones that I want the most.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted Metal Gear. That's it. Now, granted, I'm in a
Man,
different
Drake, the
financial
reason why I'm
position.
skipping the game is I wanted a continuation of Jin's story. I don't care anything about Atsu. I don't care about her story or anything. The only cool thing about Ghost of Yotai that I really like is that you have a wolf companion, which is an animal that I really, really like. I love wolves. But outside of that, it seems like it's more of the same, which I don't understand why they had to change Jin to Atsu. Make it very clear that you're never going to play as Jin by fast forwarding all the way 300 to 400 years in the future. Is it 300 to 400 years in the future?
Yeah, it's 300.
Huh?
I think it's 300 years.
300 years? Yeah. And it's weird because
Jin would have died already.
yeah, Jin's already dead. And they've really wanted to soak that in. It was like, yeah, dude you really like, the guy you really grown attached to, he's fucking dead. Play as this new person. We're going to make her female. Just don't worry about it. Just play it. And, you know, I know the actress. I know what she stands for. I disagree what she stands for. I'm going to stick to my guns on this. There's some other things. I'm just not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Day one is a day one. It's not a day one for me. But it doesn't not have to be a day one for you. So if it's a day one for you, go on, pick it up, play it, enjoy it. It is not a day one for me. It is getting skipped. For me.
Yeah, just go buy
I'm not going to stop you guys from buying the game. I didn't stop you guys from picking up Forspoken. I didn't stop you guys from picking up Concord. I didn't stop you guys from picking up, what's the other game? Suicide Squad. I didn't stop you guys from picking up Dragon Age the Veilguard. I didn't stop you guys. I just didn't do it with you. So, I don't follow people. And I'm not trying to force you to do what I'm doing. You do what you want to do. The Monster Hunter game I was watching earlier is the PS5. It's a PS5 game. It's coming to the PS5, but you were watching the Nintendo Switch 2 gameplay. It is not available. Oh, is it available on PS4? Is it available on PS4 in China? You might be right though. A lot of developers have been putting games on their on PS4 lately in order to get additional revenue. He might have a point.
I didn't hear about that.
Is Monster Hunter Stories 3 coming to the PS4?
I don't think I've ever saw it coming to PS4.
No, Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection is not coming to the PS4. It is scheduled to launch on Nintendo Switch 2, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC Steam on March 13th, 2026. The previous games were originally exclusive to Nintendo, but were later remastered and released on PS4. But the third installment has been developed as a multi-platform title from the start for next-generation consoles and PC, as reported by Gamer Braves. So, no, it's not going to PS4. I don't know who told you it's going to PS4, but it's not going to PS4. That's why I had to check you on that. Oh, okay. You're talking about the developer. Okay, you got to put a little context on what you're talking about. Yeah, I mean, Sony should come out and condemn developers that said negative things about Charlie Kirk. It might smooth things over, from individuals that may want to pick the game up at a later time or pick it up day one. But you can't force them to do what they don't want to do, man. I mean, it would save them a lot of money on their car insurance if they did it, but they don't seem to want to do it. I don't know, man. I don't feel like they can do a lot more with the marketing for Ghost of Yotai. Outside of doing the obvious thing, which would go against the themes of this one, which would probably have the ability to play as Jin, even though Jin is dead, because after 200, 300, 400 years have passed, he's definitely dead. But they're not going to allow you to do that because they want you to know this new character, even though deep down inside, a lot of you guys don't care. You care more about the action. You care about the weapons. You care about the blood. You care about the dismemberment. And you care about the realistic graphics and features. You do not give a fuck about this new character because you don't know her. A lot of people felt the same way I felt. Then other people were like, fuck it. I'm just going to buy it anyway. And I'm like, nah, not going to buy it. I didn't tell you to make a game about this character. I grown attached to the first character. He only got 1.5 games. Nobody fucking told you to do this shit. I'm not gonna buy your game. Simple as that. I might be the only motherfucker in the world that don't buy that game, but I don't give a fuck. I'm standing right to my fucking guns. And trust me, the money will go to other games. What was that?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yo, Jay,
Yeah.
you ever,
What's up?
you thinking about picking up Power World next year, the 1.0?
No. I got no interest in Power World. Power World, when I played it, it's more or less like a building sim. Those are the type of games that are very popular on PC. So you get the building. It's a lot more of a survival game. So you basically start butt-ass naked, almost butt-ass naked. And you just gotta fight the monsters, and then you get materials from the monsters so that you can make like axes and stuff like that. And you chop down the trees so you can make twigs and stuff and make your house and make your bed, stuff like that, until you just continue to like make more. The monster catching element is there as a caveat, but it's not like the main thing. The main thing is like building. And then you have the monster stuff on the side, which is cool, but it's like, no. If I want to play a monster catching game, I'm just going to buy a monster catching game. So
All right.
I'll probably pick up Digimon before I pick up Power World.
Jay, one of the guys in the chat was talking about the thing I was talking about a week or so ago, whenever Lost Soul Side came out. The Sony installed one of those Karen nut jobs on the dev team to market the game and oversee it, and basically ruined its reputation in China before release. Anyways, it was doomed.
Oh yeah.
Yep. It was doomed from the start.
I'm happy that you told me earlier that the game is fixed, but I don't stand with that bullshit. So that game's getting skipped until it's 50 cents on a dollar. And then by that time, I still won't give a fuck.
Yeah, there's apparently a lot of history behind how come it turned out that way. I was reading it, and it's crazy. One of them was the Karen that Sony installed in the studio that drove away talent and ruined the marketing for the game in China.
I mean,
so
at a certain point, these companies are gonna understand like hiring people that are like super woke is not beneficial to the profit margin of their company.
Mhm.
They're not making money off of that shit. You're losing money, and you're losing talent.
Yep, and that's why the game turned out the way it is. Right now, it's being fixed by the ICE team. That's exactly why it's in a good state now, because the ICE team was sent in there with the ICE team made the game playable, but guess what? You can't fix that story. That's the thing. Sony insisted on changing the story.
Have you guys went to see that Demon Slayer movie yet in theaters?
No. Have
Nope.
you?
They don't have
I'm planning
it.
on.
You
I'm
can
planning on this Saturday. I'm planning on going this Saturday.
Bum ass feminist movement positioning the industry and sucker punch, forcing the female into shit I love. My bitches, the forces shit. I'm confused what you're saying, Ethan. Yeah, it's not worth it, man. Like, it's not worth turning off fans by doing this. Like, I know when it came to Sucker Punch, I know that it was the female developers that said it would be a good idea to have a female main character. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that was a decision that came from the top from Sony executives. It was that they trusted the studio to do the right thing because they just had a runaway success with Ghost of Tsushima. And they took advantage of that trust, and they did what they did with Ghost of Yotai. I want you to understand, let it be known that I said that I already know what they're going to do with Ghost of Yotai. I don't have to play that game to know what type of themes they have littered through the game. So minuscule that they passed all the tests, but you will see them. That one side mission on Spider-Man 2 where you had to help you had to help a gay couple like meet each other and go out on a prom
I
date
remember
together.
that. I ain't like that one.
That no one told us that was in the game. The developer never said that's in the game. They left it in the game and they let us be surprised by it. Whether you were straight or gay, that's just something you had to do if you wanted to get the platinum. And I wanted to get the platinum trophy, so I did it. I was very uncomfortable doing it, but I did it.
I feel like the people that work in the companies, they trying to force stuff down our throats. This woke propaganda stuff.
Yeah, until people get tired of it and say, hey, well, if you put that in our game, we're going to fire you. Not us. I'm talking about the Sony executives. Like, if they say, hey, bro, we are drawing a line. No, don't put this in our games anymore. Don't put this in their games anymore. Once they make that known, then it'll stop. But they're still allowing that stuff.
That's why Star Wars ain't good anymore, because they keep putting all that stuff in there.
Yeah, but the one before that was good. I got the one before that. That was good. But the
Which
one?
one?
The one before that, Jedi Survivor.
Oh yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. Well, everything that was wrong with it was at launch because they rushed it. Then we found out everything that I already told people. Everybody was like, Jay, what are you talking about? It's not a PS4 game. Why are you skipping it? What happened 2 years later? oh, we're bringing it to the PS4. It's like, bro, I told you I saw textures on the ground that reminded me of the PS4, bro. I mean, if I'm being honest, I don't really want to spoil this stuff for you guys, but if a game started development and the PS5 was not out, but the game started development, what platform were they running it on?
PS4.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
That means that they could always go backward if they wanted to. Let's keep that in mind. If they say or they see something, right? And this was a topic that we never got to, but I kept seeing it pop up, and I kept wanting to show y'all about this.
Remember back then, things wasn't always sensitive.
So
Remember,
I wanted to let y'all know this, right? Marvel Rivals is coming to PS4. Why do you think it's coming to PS4?
Except one thing.
It's coming to PS4, but it was supposed to be an only next-gen game. But it's coming to PS4. Tell me why it's coming to PS4.
Money.
They said it wasn't possible, but it's coming to PS4. Let me show y'all this. So Marvel Rivals is coming to PS4. But it's a next-gen game, but it's coming to PS4. Why is that? It wasn't a next-gen game. It was never a next-gen game. It was always scalable. Most games are all scalable.
I mean, how else is the Switch getting Final Fantasy, all three of them?
Exactly.
It's going to get all three of them. It's not going to just get remake, integrate, call it a day.
If a developer needs additional sales, or if a developer thinks the sales are just really, really low or something.
That's why Square Enix went with Unreal Engine instead of their own proprietary engine, because Unreal Engine is very scalable.
There you go.
And it's developer friendly because there's a bunch of developers who know how to use Unreal already. They have to teach people on the job to use Luminous, for example, with Final Fantasy 15 or Forspoken. They have to teach people how to use it. You don't have to teach shit if everyone comes out of college knowing how to use Unreal.
You know what I also feel like? I know it might be a different one I'm about to say. I think they should keep politics out of video games, out of the woke stuff.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, we all agree with that. But
agree with you.
like I said earlier, the only way to keep that out is to ban it in the workplace, and they have not banned it in the workplace. Once they ban that stuff in the workplace, then you will get what you want, and I will get what I want. But they haven't banned it yet. But all this drama with the Charlie Kirk stuff, we getting there, where they're gonna say, "Hey, we're not tolerating this in our workplace," and thus also not tolerating it in their games, because one of these developers that are still employed may end up trying to put some sort of diabolical Charlie Kirk assassination Easter egg into one of these games. Trust me, you heard it here first. You know, because they are that weird. They are. Let me finish. Let me finish. Because I don't want nobody to take my words out of context. I don't want that in my game. I don't agree what happened to Charlie Kirk. That was horrible. I don't agree with that.
I don't either.
There's a lot of game developers that have gotten fired because they did like that. It's weird. It's not right, but they like that. And they went on to lose their jobs, but not all of them lost their jobs. They're still in positions where they could develop things. They're still in positions where they could hide something in a game. And we know that's called Easter eggs. So I would not be shocked if in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, one of these games may have some crazy fucking Easter egg about what happened to Charlie Kirk hidden in plain sight. I wouldn't be surprised because they're fucking evil. a lot of these developers that was cheering about the political assassination of Charlie Kirk, those guys are fucking weird. They're evil.
They are.
And I would not put it past them for them to do some weird shit and put
Yeah.
it in the game.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I think Sony is their best bet to kind of like go through some of their studios with a fine comb. They're probably going to lose a good 60% of their workforce. But they should go through some of their studios with a fine comb and find anybody that we may deem as woke. Because their focus is
house. They need to clean house. That's their problem. They need to clean house. They need to realize that this is not working. Clean house. Get all those staff who are like that out of there, and just rehire a bunch of talented people. Because at the end of the day, nigga, you gonna keep these people on, and they're gonna keep messing up your studio and messing up your platform, and you're gonna keep losing money. Look at Concord, lost 400, and then they still upset about that 400 million that they lost. If you keep messing with these woke ideological people, you're gonna lose a lot of money, and you're gonna keep losing a lot of money. And no one's gonna be feel sorry for you, because at the end of the day, we keep saying we don't want this, and you keep putting this stuff in there. At the end of the day, bro, if you go down because you wanna appease to these woke ideological people and who idealizes assassinations, then if you go down, you go down. I will not shed a tear, because at the end of the day, you supported that.
Because there's tons
You
of
supported that
tons
shit.
of videos. Like there's a video right here. I'm gonna save this for later too, because I want to laugh at their tears. There's a video right here of the people losing their jobs because they talk bad about Charlie Kirk. It's like I think it's like 3,000 or more people that have lost their jobs for talking negatively about, and it's not just the development. We're not talking 3,000 people for developers. We're talking about 3,000 people just worldwide for saying stupid shit. People getting fired for mocking Charlie Kirk. Part 4. This person has made 4 parts, and this is a 29-minute video. So, like, I need y'all to understand this is a very serious thing. We talked about it in the beginning. And a lot of these people, they kind of look like game devs. Because all of them dress the same.
They send me that video. I want to laugh, bro.
I'm not going to send you the video. No, because I want you to do some fucking work. Go find this shit yourself. I'm dead ass serious. All you gotta do is type this out.
Jay, I've already seen a bunch of them.
Exactly.
I just want to see the
all
one
you gotta
you
type,
saw.
and this is everybody. People getting fired for mocking.
I've already
Charlie.
seen a bunch of them, bro. I've seen this. I seen this woman complaining how she lost her job because of what she said on
Microsoft
on Instagram.
one?
No, I didn't see the Microsoft one.
Yeah, I posted the video on Twitter. If you got some time, you should go take a look. There's a guy supposedly worked at Microsoft in the DEI department, which no longer exists because Microsoft got rid of that in 2024. So he said he made the DEI department from scratch, and they still fired him on a weekend.
Oh, I heard you say that before. Yeah,
he said something negative about Charlie Kirk. A lot of game devs, they do dress the same, and one of the things I'm noticing is they got this weird generic style from California, where one side of your head is shaved, and then you got colored hair.
I hate that.
And you got these big black glasses, and you can kind of tell. Like, look at the guy. Like, they all have the similar glasses, and then they have nose rings and stuff. It's pretty easy to tell them. Like, say, oh, okay, this person's that way. You can really kind of tell. But the fact remains, it's like,
you remember Prince of Persia?
I'm not saying all of them for California. I'm just saying that it seems kind of suspicious that a lot of them look the same, and they all have this California style about them. And why would you go on the internet and talk ill of someone that just got assassinated? Like, that's a no-no, bro. He was friends with the president. That's a no-no. They're gonna come after you, bro. Like, you're setting yourself up. Like, I'm not, me personally, I don't understand. Yeah. Speaking of, it seems like there was 125 questions asked about Ghost of Yotai from a Sucker Punch developer. And the interesting thing about this Sucker Punch developer, and this is where this is where it's gonna be really funny for you. He looks like a senior dev that been there for a long time. He's a white, clean cut man. He's got some age on him. It don't look like it's a damn color on him, which is not a bad thing. He looks like he's somebody that you can listen to. I'll probably watch this video later on. But you see, you notice it's not one of them new generation Sucker Punch devs. You know what I'm saying? Because they may have said the wrong thing if you ask them why did they switch from a man to a female. Oh boy. There was a relationship in the first game. I'm only assuming that there's going to be some sort of a relationship in this second one, and it may not be the relationship you guys want.
No, it's more like
very,
going to be with a
very
female.
quiet about the story elements in this game, and they're also very quiet about the additional characters outside of the wolf. So don't say I didn't warn you. Don't say I didn't warn you, man. New state of play just got another leak. Sadat the Gamer. Okay, that image of Wolverine on a dirt bike, that's false. I've seen that image before, and that's very false. That image of God of War, the side-scrolling game that was rumored to be shown off at the last state of play, and it wasn't. I would assume that's false too. This is Sadat the Gamer we're talking about. He posted this 1 hour ago. I've been streaming with you guys, so I didn't see any leaks. Frostbite hasn't been in our chat either today. So I'll go check with the PlayStation Legion and see if anybody posted anything. And then we click this video and probably get bamboozled because he's one of the biggest liars I know.
Holy crap.
One of the biggest liars I know.
Well, I have to get out of here. I'm just about to be at work. I was surprised that I got a job today, in addition to the one that I already got prepaid for that got canceled today. So I'll be in the chat listening, but I won't be talking.
All right, man.
Thank you for showing up, man. It was nice talking to you.
Same here, brother.
Let's see.
Take it easy, man.
So Inside Gamer said there's a state of play scheduled for next week, but there's no confirmation of that. Blah 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 blah. Let's see. So Nate the Hate 2 says there's a state of play scheduled for next week. And he said that on September 15th, 2025 at 11:13 p.m. Okay. I'm going to take a screenshot of this. If there's a state of play next week, and there is a big one, we should get an announcement this week for it to happen next week.
I hope it's good.
The Tokyo Game Show is also happening next week, so that's going to be a little awkward, in my personal opinion, especially if this is supposed to be a huge state of play. So I don't know what that's going to be all about. I'm going to look through some more stuff. Because right now, all we have is a guy saying next week. And this guy made a whole 8 paragraphs about one person just saying next week. No proof, no screenshots, no leaked images. Just dude saying next week. I'll bet my top dollar that if I click on this video that's only 3 minutes long, Sadat the Gamer is made a video about this one guy saying next week. Now, again, The thumbnail is insinuating the side-scrolling God of War and Wolverine will be shown, but Sadat the Gamer does that a lot for clickbait. Let's fall for the bait.
What's the name of this show called? You know, they've never given me a bigger tub. Wait, you actually fit? Yeah, I fit in the goddamn tub. The shows get bigger. They get bigger because of the guests. They don't get bigger because of the host.
What did do, Durag Nation?
What it do, Durag Nation? You don't know. Okay.
It will be happening.
And whoop-de-fucking-do. The tweet that we just saw is what he made a 3-minute video about. So, Nate the Hate 2 is we will say a respected insider, not Sadat the Gamer. Nate the Hate 2. And all he says in response to this person above is, and let me just read this off. The person says, at Nate the Hate 2, will there be a Sony show, state of play, or showcase this week or next week, you think? Question mark. Nate the Hate says next week. Now, this is I need to understand. She says, do you think? He says next week. He doesn't confirm. He just answers the question. The person says, what do you think? He says maybe next week. He doesn't say maybe next week, but he says next week. So does he know? We'll have to find out. If there's a show next week, we'll find out at the end of this week with an announcement that there's a show next week. Because the show next week will probably be anywhere between Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And if it's a big enough show, they want to make sure you know. So they would announce it a week ahead. If it's not that big of enough show, then Monday is when they announce it. I'm going to go take a look at the calendar and see if anything matches up. So this is what we got. This is the week of the 16th. It is currently Tuesday. Next week is the week of the 25th, which will fall on a Thursday. The 24th is a Wednesday, and the 23rd is a Tuesday. If I'm going by my own pattern, where they normally have a state of play the second week of the month or the second to the last week of the month, it would be next week. It would have to be next week. They could throw people for a loop and do that shit this week, but it's definitely gonna be next week. I'm gonna go take a look and see when is the Tokyo Game Show for 2025. Tokyo Game Show for 2025 is September 25th. I'm just going to mark my calendar for September 25th. Let's see. There we go. So September 25th is marked. I mean, it would be pretty fucked up for them to do their state of play on the same day as the Tokyo Game Show, especially since they're going to the event anyway. If it was me, I would place the state of play on Tuesday, or at least at the latest on Wednesday. That means you would have either Monday to announce this pretty important state of play, or you would go and announce this important state of play sometime this week. Quite possibly at the end of the week. So, I'm still looking for between now and the end of this week for an official announcement. And again, if Sony has all of this shit already recorded, then that's just how that's going to be. So I just want to check a few more things over on PlayStation's YouTube channel. See if anything else is a little different. If they have anything in their playlist that they've done any at all. Let's see what's going on. This goes to Yotai for you. Goes to Yotai. Nothing. I mean, outside of Ghost of Yotai, I mean, they've been pretty relaxed on what they're posting. It's not like nothing major, nothing important. They still have Borderlands 4 up on their banner, which in my personal opinion is pretty old since Borderlands 4 already came out. So they could be preparing to change that. If it was me, I would be changing it to Ghost of Yotai so people can be reminded that the game exists. I don't know. I think Nate the Hate. I think he got a point. It's probably gonna be next week, unless Sony want to troll us again. With they do that shit where everybody think it's gonna be a certain time, and then they do it somewhere differently just to throw people off. But next week is the 25th on Thursday, so that falls in line with the pattern that I know. And the question here is, will it be a state of play, or will they call it a PlayStation Showcase? I feel if they have 3 major games that they want to show off that are first party, they should upgrade it to a showcase. If they only have 2 or less major first party games that they want to show off, maybe keep it a state of play. I don't know how many other third party developers have games that are coming out in the beginning of next year, but it'll probably be shown at this, again, state of play or showcase, depending on if they want to upgrade the value. There's a lot of things can happen. Nothing confirmed for me. I don't work for the company, and nothing has been confirmed. Nothing confirmed from anybody. It's a lot of guesswork, but it seems likely. Yeah, it seems likely that we would go into a state of play next week. No, I'm not getting Dying Light. I mean, there's a lot of rumors of state of play because we know that state of plays happen in September, so it's not really a rumor. It's more or less just a lot of guesswork until it actually happens. So like that's what we're doing right now. Like we're just waiting around for it to actually happen.
Need a hand? I got it.
That's dope. Even though I already beat the game, that's still pretty dope. Because I was just playing Uncharted the other day. And it finally works for me. It's not crashing. I have it installed on my PS5 though. Okay, everybody. It looks like this is pretty much the end of the stream.
Some of Daredevil's abilities were
Damn, look at Daredevil.
and
That's
this
dope
was
as shit.
reported just earlier today that he will have a melee downward attack ability, and the second one
Daredevil,
being tied to his
man.
heightened senses.
They
Let's
added Daredevil to
elaborate.
Marvel
So
Knights,
his
Marvel
primary
Rivals.
downward melee attack
It's
is
funny
pretty
that like this shit gets me
self-explanatory,
excited, but I
guys,
have
if you
not
play
gotten back on
character that
Marvel
can go into
Rivals
stealth mode,
since the
aka
first time I got on there when it
This ability
launched.
you might want to be aware of because Daredevil might be able to track you. As a quick recap, DIGIMON, found in Hela's Queen Codex lore, has been all but confirmed to be Daredevil. DIGIMON, aka Daredevil, also hints in this lore that Hela's kin would want revenge, and we all know her to be in
weird at all. Is that AI? This guy doesn't know anything either. It says the Venom game is actually happening. It's a lot of guesswork. Yeah, it's a lot of guesswork. Well, I want to leave you guys with some stuff. And let's hope that it's fake. Because if it's real, then you know. But I saw this. It looked pretty cool. But I don't know if it's real or not. So Insomniac, don't come for me. I don't know if this is real. But I saw this online today. And they made it seem like it's from the video game. But I don't know. So this is just a little surprise for the subscribers that normally stay till the end of the videos. I don't know. Somebody listed this under concept art. But again, looks cool. They claim that it's concept art for a Wolverine type of game that hasn't been released yet, but I don't know if it's real or it's just AI at this point. But it's, again, and I quote, concept art Wolverine PS5. Well, that's all I got for you, man. It's been real. You guys are cool. I'm gonna chill out, do these timestamps, and get back to some Monster Hunter stories too, because now the heat is on.
What level are you?
I'm 25. I'm about to be 26 for everybody. Just poking around.
Okay.
Well, I just got I gotta go kill that fucking, you know that bird that does all those stat boosts? I need to kill 2 more for a mission, for a side quest, and then once I'm done that one, I'm gonna turn that side.
Oh, you mean
quest
that freaking what you call it?
Yeah, that one.
Quantico?
Yeah. I need to kill,
Okay.
Kill 2 more of him, and then I'm going to turn these 2 side quests in, and then I'm going to progress with the story.
Okay.
But my people are almost 26. Everybody's almost 26.
Well, if you go into the next area, bro, you're gonna like it. But you're over leveled for it, though. I'm telling you that now.
I'm underleveled. I'm always underleveled. Okay, everybody.
I'm dead ass serious though. You are over leveled.
I know. I love it. Everybody, has been real. Thank you guys for being here with the PlayStation Legion for a news and updates. I know we don't stream as much these days, but I'm gonna try my best tomorrow. We're gonna do a gaming stream. I'm gonna aim at 1 p.m. for our classic JTech plays, and I'll do a little vote on what you guys want to see. So I'll probably have it between the Digimon demo, Monster Hunter stories, and I'm going to keep it Pokemon related because we don't know how often we can even stream these games, because if Nintendo wants to, patent it, they may want to copyright anybody streaming a Pokemon type game going forward. Who knows how crazy they get. But we're going to probably have it between Monster Hunter Stories 2, the new Digimon game, Ni no Kuni, and Persona 5. Yeah. We can do that shit. We'll make some good fun of that for a good Pokemon style stream. So I'll have that poll up towards the tail end of the night, and by 1 p.m. we'll figure out what game I'll be streaming for a nice Pokemon style JTech plays. Okay, thank you guys for being here. Hit that like button on the way out, and also hit the subscribe button if you have not hit that. Somebody at the end, you said Saros. Yeah, we're supposed to get some gameplay at the end of the year. We are getting closer to the end of the year, so maybe, just maybe, that's also going to be at this State of Play or PlayStation Showcase. We will see.
If PlayStation's fucking serious about exclusives, everything that we want to be there will be there. If they're not serious, then it's not going to be there. But a lot of developers underneath PlayStation's umbrella had a lot of time to cook. And right now, we need to know what they've been cooking. So it's a lot of developers we haven't seen in a good long-ass time. It's time to see what the fuck you've been working on. Okay?